It's the big deal. Ramazan. So guys, kustue. Usiulize ni nani. Nataka nini na nilika mlini. Kwenye mechi zitakasa na nini tutasema fala. Watu wengi wanavyoment kama mala. Niliingia kwa game bila kujua direction, nafuta kujua njia. Manzani kama watu kufunga macho. Nilikaribishwa venye siku tarajia, kama uzuni kwa furaha. Don't nitakaza juu nilijua nitakacho. Kiandika hizi lines nilikuwa ina dilemma. Sijua ama zitachezwa ama zitapuuzwa. Sijua ama ndazimiwa mic kama ndakanyagiwa wire backstage. But I can't fake it to make it. I'm here to keep it real, cause some people hide behind makeup. But after all, all is hiding. Kiza juu chomoza. After death kuna life. After death nasikika kuna life. I got one life to live. Yani ndaishi tu mara moja. I show the real me some love, some hate. Na mi sifa nkila. Atafuta season ya maembe. Kuna ile avocado. Na go viral kama Odinous. Bila kusahau na guli kripa. Ndio shida zangu zikae kando. Alafu cheki. Ili avoid bezi ya jaba. Nikamua kule nywele kubwa kwa kichwa. Iwe na jana. Alafu zikakuwa matredi. Yangu nikaeka kando. Nikajipata nikiandika maneno na nikazifuatanisha. Zikajipanga kama mashairi ya pande. I'm just an artist. Usiniweke kando. Nilitekwa na poetry nikatekeka. But nisho ngapi hapa kwetu zinaanzaka na legend wetu hapo kitambo. Rapiki na Isa Kamaro the legend, Val the Bise. Na tumebaki tupendane. Usikue kama politician kwa raia kiosha vyombo. Ukweli na uongo, mwangaza na giza, amani na vita, love and hate. Si hata mtoto akikataki hapo mpatie kichapo. Nimeandevu akasema ndakuwa kichwa wangu mwa kutushikia watu mapanga. Nikakuwa poet, saina nikalulu. Wahuni waliomba nilemewe, wengine wakiniombea. Kuna wenye walinipatia motisha. Si hata ukifunga mlango usitokea kwa dirisha. Leo za star jana nilipeperusha bendera nchi yetu mbali. Na nilitataji nyumbani after kutupwa rada. Today I'm forgotten. Na nilishafanya Uganda na mua Congestina. Na ni truth na ni lie. Tuna Madonna media ndio mwingine apate chance ya kutrendishwa. Nitapoke chai kuchezewa ngoma. Ishakuwa anthem na si public. After kumake it wanarudi ghetto. Struggles walipitia wanatupatia. Since they made it, ni nini wametufanyia? Ama ni mapicha tu wanatupostia. I bite more than I roll, cause once beaten, twice shy. If you're making good music, big up na kubonga, si ati na ufia. Zile barua nimesoma ni kibao, zenye nimeandika ni endless. Tushikane kwa kolabo leo, kesho mtu anaweza umia. Zile barua nimeandika ni kibao, zenye nimesoma ni endless. Tushikane kwa kolabo leo, kesho mtu anaweza umia. Ramazan music, the big deal himself.
Wapi makofi yako Ramazan? Hapa ndo mali shida inaanzianga. Ikwagi makofi ni you snap your finger.
Snap your fingers.
Hata mimi kwa nafanya poet kitambo.
Yes sir.
Kila weekendi wase wako kwa mahao. Wengine wameenda kujaza bahatao. Wakicheki game ya Chelsea na Arsenal vile wanafunga mabao. Maniu naye kufunga kwao ni ngumu kama exams ya mao.
Moto sana.
Oops.
Moto sana.
Oops. Angalao.
Upewe rao.
Walijifanya wakanunua maplayer. Akina Di Maria na Falcao. Lakini chenye wajui ni Arsenal tutamaliza wafao.
Arsenal wataimaliza fao.
Uliza baba rao. Yadi.
Umeiva uko fiti.
Niko chonjo kabisa.
Lakini hapo kwa Arsenal ndio umeband.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on YouTube at E_square TV. Uchalwa nguvu hapa hivi manzeni Rama Music. We'll be getting to know more about Rama Music in a bit. Sindio? Thank you so much yani manze. Hiyo energy yenye umeanza nao ni moto sana. Au sio?
Great talent. All right, okay. We're going to call you in a few.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana to E Squared.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience today. Oh my God, we are so late. But the show that we are having in store, you understand why we've taken this time to, to finesse everything that we have in store for you. But we are terribly sorry. We apologize for the inconvenience that we have caused you. But please, keep it locked. We have an amazing show, so much fun, and a lot of entertainment for you guys. Yeah.
This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on YouTube at E_Square TV. My name is MC Awikide.
And I'm Josephine. Karibuni sana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shalom manzeni moto sana.
I am so excited. Yani, I am super excited. We have amazing panelists. Yani, I don't know. I don't even want to,
Wazito.
Ni wazito.
Sindio?
Yeah.
Talking of wazito manze, Josephine, wiki yako manze imekuaje?
My week has been my week has been fine. Nothing much happening. Hii week yote nimekuwa tu indoors. Nothing much has happened. So, but it has been a wonderful week. Nonetheless, I'm not complaining. I am alive. I'm well. I'm blessed. Yeah, that's all that I need to know. That has been a wonderful week.
Oh.
Na wewe?
Wiki yangu imekuwa poa.
Yeah.
Highlights, lowlights hivi. Lowlight yangu acha nianze na lowlight. Lowlight yangu manze, we were supposed to do cypher this week.
Yes, there was a cypher.
Yeah, but unfortunately hatungeweza kuhack hiyo story because we wanted to do it very different.
All right.
And wase hawaku bring their A game, so tukasema, you know what? Wacha tuachane nayo.
We have to bring the best of the best. We do not settle for anything.
Yes.
Nothing than that. Nothing less than that.
Yes.
Okay.
Highlight.
Your highlight, yes.
Hii wiki nimekuwa nikitembea, unajua mu travel sana. Ya ukweli.
I know.
Nilikuwa hapa Thika Road. Unajua hata ukifika Thika Road umetravel. Ya ukweli.
Okay, sawa. We'll take that.
Thika Road nilikuwa pale Ruiru. We went to support a lady who came to our show.
Yeah.
Her name is Grace Kiboy.
Yes, Grace Kiboy.
You remember Grace Kiboy?
Gospel artist.
Yeah. Alikuwa anafanya ile event yake ya Pokea Sifa Challenge.
Okay.
The dance competition.
I remember she launched it here on E Squared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tulienda huko just to kucheki tu rada ni gani, tukashutio kitu yote, ilikuwa poa sana yani. Yeah.
I saw that you had captured something.
Yes.
And we want to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
In case you didn't catch it on our social media platforms. Here is a bit of what went down in Thika Road.
Yeah.
In Ruiru,
Thika Road.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up? Wake up! I am your contemporary.
I appreciate everyone who supported me in this challenge, everyone who practiced, the ones who posted, the ones who supported me financially, the ones who are praying for me, all of you, I really appreciate you. And also Black Boy Media, E-Squared for coming to even give me the media support. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Umeona hiyo mambo yenye ilikuwa inafanyika huko.
I've seen what was going down. So and I've seen there was money that exchanged hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know when Grace Kiboy came here, alisema number 1 atakuwa anapatiwa 10,000.
Yeah.
Number 2 atakuwa anapatiwa 7,000. Number 3 atakuwa anapatiwa 5,000.
Oh, awesome.
Amazing thing.
Shout out to all of you guys who participated in the challenge. We announced that challenge here, and thank you to everyone who participated. And congratulations to all the winners. Yeah.
Amazing things, you know.
I know your week has been busy.
Sana.
Busy, but
nimekuwa busy. You know me.
I can see that. All right, let's get this show on the road.
Can we start it?
Yes. We can.
Sana.
Kabisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm very happy because nilienda shule with my brother here. Alikuwa form 4, mimi nikiwa form 1. But
he's your senior.
He's my senior. But he's one of the best number 1 DJs we have in Kenya.
Yes,
one
true.
Of the top incredible number 1 selector we have in the 254 East Africa, and also to the world.
True, very true.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know ladies love creamy things. So my brother is here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
For real. Ladies love creamy things.
I don't want this conversation to go south, but okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dope, one of the best of the best. You can name it the way you like it. Creme de la Creme, baby, in the building today, Bana.
Yeah.
He's here. Oh. Karibu sana. Karibu sana.
All right, thank you, Awikide. Asante sana. Karibu sana.
My light skin.
Mazi, tuna represent, eh? The lights are just, doing their thing on us, you guys. I hope my director can capture both of us on the chairs. Thank you very much. But karibu sana to the show.
Nashukuru. Thank you.
We would have loved to see or to get, some of your music, Yeah, the decks zime to let down. Zime to let down, but thank you for honoring our invite.
Amazing place, baby, you guys have.
Thank you.
This is amazing stuff you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Because, just putting all the youth agenda out there, and pushing it the way you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Keep at it. And, good stuff to you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm the one who's supposed to be giving you, but anyway, we take it all the same. We take it all the same.
You have to give credit to it.
We are humbled. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are online, subscribe, follow this conversation, share it with your friends wherever you're watching us from. We'll also like to hear from you. I have a screen here that's going to be showing me all your comments, your feedback, any questions you have for Creme de la Creme. I have to say that name, pole. Maze kwenye nimetoka. Hey.
De la Creme.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway.
But this guy had asked, Wiki had said something important that ladies love.
Creme.
So do you, unakubali ama unakataa?
Well, nani anafaa kuwa na interview mwingine?
I just want to know that.
Hiyo nimekataa by the way, nimekataa. Sisi, not all of us. We love you all the same. We love everything that you're doing. Let's get right into it. Umepotea Nairobi. Where have you been?
Honestly, nimekuwa place inaitwa Kericho, man.
Hey.
Wenye wajui Kericho, mazi Google.
Iko wapi chai? Haukutuletea chai.
Nimebeba majani. See what I did
there? I see what you did that. Okay, Kericho, but that's where I relocated to Kericho. Nilizaliwa huko yani. So I was born and raised, but during COVID, my family and I were there for a few weeks. Okay.
A few weeks turned into months, and we're like, let's. My kids loved the place, especially got a big place, an amazing compound, nice air, So we're like, to try.
Yeah.
They loved it, so that's where I've been. It's been crazy though, because you can imagine every time I'm in Nairobi over the weekends, having a very busy schedule. So
I can imagine.
Every Friday, but I'm home every Monday, So I have to make it happen. But I'm grateful. I could not trade it for anything, by the way.
Yeah. How is the countryside life?
It's a high pressure.
Nairobi chill too.
Pressure ingine unnecessary.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit chill.
Yeah. So how was that move? Was it a comfortable move? Like, did you have, zile za to move, to see move? Was it comfortable for you?
My only worry was my wife and kids.
Yeah.
Because, for me, I was raised in Kericho.
Okay.
So that is home to me, But honestly, I love the countryside, somewhere that's a bit silent and, laid back.
Yeah.
My kids, the first time, of course, walikuwa na pressure. Wanataka kwenda, wanataka chickenino, wanataka KFC.
Wapeleke LD. At least hizo watapata ziko karibu.
So that was a pressure I had the first few times. But while it settled, they loved it,
Yeah.
So I'm grateful. It wasn't as stressful. There's no moving that's easy.
That's easy, exactly. Yeah.
Because you're used to, chilling and, comfort. So moving around, of course, it was stressful, but I'm grateful my wife loved the place.
Yeah.
You don't look at pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So let's talk about your work. Are you still DJing, or you have ventured into other things?
I don't think. I mean, I would never stop DJing because that's my money maker and that's the number one business I'm doing. So I'm still DJing. I mean, I travel. The only difference I tell guys is place tu naika kichwa yani. The place I sleep. That's what makes it. I mean, that's the only difference.
Yeah.
But for me, the hustle. I mean, I do gigs. I mean, I still fly out. So for me, I have a very crazy schedule actually. No free dates until January.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how crazy.
Oh wow.
Is,
Wow.
Right now we are not taking any.
Like COVID has nothing on you like right now.
Tunajaribu.
Oh, hivyo ndivyo watu wa Kenya tunawaona Wakikuyu. No forget yeah, we can see you guys.
No, but we are grateful.
Okay. So taking you back a bit, how? All right, I'm being told that we need to switch our microphones. So a bit about your background in DJing. Is it something that you wanted to do, like from the get-go, from school?
Actually, weirdly enough, no. I was
Just
a very...
hold the mic close.
That's better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Weirdly enough, I was a very different kind of guy when I was growing up. Yeah. So, nilikuanga msoa books. I was index 1 in high school, by the way.
Oh,
I got an A-.
You were that guy.
I was that guy. You know. So after high school, I mean, I went to campus, did computer science, got a second upper. I graduated in 2005. So, but during nikiwa campo, sikuwa napenda mziki. But, nimetoka ushago, nimeoneshwa kuna kitu inaitwa disco.
Oh, that was your introduction to your maisha.
Introduction, to the club scene.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was at this party. I think ni Styles na Pinyo walikuwa wanacheza mazi. Weird enough, all along I'd been that guy who used to, naingia club, the earliest guys. Wale wasiingia club 7, tunakunywa bia moja mpaka by the way, I've done it all yani. Unaenda kunywa bia moja mpaka the last man standing. I was that guy, So for me sikuwa msewa. I never cared about a DJ,
Yeah.
So there was this time I was at a party, ilikuanga DJ Styles na Pinye maze wameroga yani. What's on motivation ilikuanga madem.
Of course.
Me, I saw how the shorties are behaving, I mean,
to the DJ, they always
DJ over there.
They're always near that booth.
Near that guy. I'm like, you know what? I want to be that guy.
Oh, wow.
So for me, I got into DJing honestly for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Me, I wanted.
Clearly.
Yeah. It made me like it was a bit exciting. Yeah. So I just started learning, and the best part about it is I did computer science, so it was very easy to understand how the system, the softwares,
Yeah.
And for me, I took it a notch higher. Like I used to have, crazy access to internet, had the latest music, So when I started, I taught myself how to DJ. Really, I taught myself how to DJ.
Yeah.
So with time, I got lucky enough. I met a friend called Jeff, and Jeff works at a place called Dimples in Nakuru because I was at Kabarak University. Yeah. So I told this guy, mazemi nataka kuwa DJ. Akaniangalia nimevaa my glasses. Yani this guy.
You look like a nerd.
Yeah, nimevaa kashati, ma Timberlands.
Yeah.
Zilikuanga fake. Zilikuwa zinaitwa Timberland hiyo time. Tumetoka far.
Wow.
So the guy, I'm so glad that Jeff actually gave me the chance. He told me, yo, get me a mix next week and come through. Luckily, because of my knowledge in computers, I just went cut it up on software. I took it to this guy. He'd never had anything like that. He's like, how did you do it? I'm like, unajua tu practice too.
Kujaribu tu.
So a guy got me on rotation in a club, and that's how my career started. But that was before graduation.
Yeah.
After graduating, I worked for a year as a network administrator. Mimi nilikuwa ngumsi wa kufunga hizi makamba. You know, those cables and all that
networking and stuff.
Networking, yeah. So I did that for a long time, but at the same time, I still was maintaining my gig at Dimples over the weekend. So over the weekends, na travel Nakuru, narudi nai. So it got to a point I was like, you know what, do I really need to do this?
Yeah.
Like, especially an office job. First of all, nilikuwa late kama every time. I never used to enjoy it. I just nilikuwa nashinda tu
Monday unaingia na hangover.
Unaona. So I was like, this is not for me, and I quit. I remember I just wrote my employer a text. Nikwambia, I don't think this is for me.
Classic. But text.
A text, yeah.
People, don't try that. Don't try that with your bosses. No, it won't fly this day and age.
But unajua nilikuwa nimechoka yani.
Yeah.
Alikuwa mwindi, alikuwa anansomea every time. George, you're always a late comer. Every time, man, you know. Yeah. So for me, I was like, that is not what I want to do. And I just got into DJing. Luckily, I met a guy called DJ Styles.
Yeah.
Again, so he was the first guy I saw DJing.
Yeah.
Then I actually took a video mix to him, and I'm like, yo, just play this stuff. He's like, yo, come through. So started video mixing back in the days, I think 2008, and my career just blew off after that, and I'm grateful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's actually a long story.
Yeah, of course. So how did your parents react to that? Like, my friend, nimekupeleka Kabarak. Kabarak is not too bob.
Yes, it was
expensive. It's so expensive. And then you come in to tell me you want to become a DJ. How was that?
Do you know, let me tell you, I think the craziest part, my dad, shidaki atiku hata hiyo stories za chapa. Yeye ni church leader. Unasikia?
Mzee wa kanisa. Yeah, so I can imagine.
Yeye ni mzee wa kanisa.
Yeah.
You can imagine them when raise up, you know,
in a
going to
Christian
church.
way.
Then I come tell the guy that unataka kuwa DJ. No, my folks, I mean, I'm Kikuyu, so my dad is like, oreda kokoroa DJ. My mom told me to kneel down waniombea ni mazee. So you guys, it was true story. Yani mapepo zilikemewa. You know, but I told my mom, let me just do what I love. And I'm grateful, like I have amazing parents. Despite the fact that, of course, I think walisikia kakitu, but you know, my dad supported me. He bought my first DJ equipment.
Oh,
you
bless
know,
their heart, yeah.
But you need die. Mpaka sasa niambia kumbuka nini
deki yako ya kwanza. Yeah.
You know, my parents have been supportive. You know, my mom, my dad especially. So they just they told me go for it. You know. Then they saw me on TV. Everything changed.
And everything changed. They're like, yeah, that's my son.
So I got lucky enough to I did Sakata. I mean, I was a host on Citizen TV then.
Yeah.
Then gigs started coming up, and my folks wakakubali tu.
Yeah, when they saw the comfortable life you're living.
Yes. And
shida inakuanga tu usiteseke. That is it. I think that's the problem with our parents.
But again, I always tell, even as a parent, I always advise people, let your kids be, let them do whatever makes their hearts happy. Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. Wow. Let me ask you, from when you started DJing to what DJs are doing this day and age, has there been such a big change in the industry?
In the scene, basically, I don't think there has been really, because you see the art is the same.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, what DJs are doing now, I used to do it 12, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of video mix. I used to raise a matatu. I used to be that guy. So I used to.
Oh, you're the one who started. You guys are.
I did just before Kalonje.
Okay.
Because I used to do mixes for matatus. Then I get guys to advertise on the TV platform, and that's how I used to pay my rent. You know? So nimefanya vitu mobiani. So nothing has changed much really. I think what has changed is the taste of music. And access. Okay. Really, because you know, of course, internet now and then is very different. You know, so right now people access music better. You know, even the consumer understanding of music per se may change. Kitambo maze kabla tuende, ukisikia tunaenda gig place kana Nakuru, lazima utakall DJ 3 days before umwambe maze nataka kucheza hizi mangoma, you know, because you really know.
Wazipange in advance,
you know? But right now there's amazing radio, there's amazing internet, so that is the only thing that has changed. But basically for the art, still the same.
Okay, let's move away from DJing. You mentioned that you have moved into the apparel industry.
Yes.
So maybe you can take us through what is it that you're doing now?
What I'm doing right now, I have a label called Esco.
Esco.
Yes.
Esco Life.
Esco Life. We have we deal with everything apparel, and I'm talking about hoodies, t-shirts, tracksuit, capes, beanie hats, just the vibe, you know. So when we started Esco, I started Esco Life, say 2 years ago, and my intention was just, I love color, I love art, and you know, I told myself, yo, let me just go out there and share my, you know, my love for art with the people.
Yeah.
So if you guys check out our page, we have a page on Instagram, Esco Life Clothing, has the vibes. We have over, I think, 10 designs. I mean, it's colorful, amazing stuff. So
amazing. And I've seen the hoodies. They're so dope.
I actually brought you something.
What?
Number two, I'm just praying, you know, fingers crossed there.
I hope it will. We love gifts. We love.
You and a wicked, you know.
Co-hosts, uko wapi? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Tumebeba bag pekee.
Oh, sorry. This is a new print called the Michelangelo print. So this is what we are pushing, and it's amazing stuff. A long story about this guy, but that's a story for another day. Yeah.
But thank you so much. We love gifts. A wiki day, umeona gift yako uko wapi?
Can I wear mine right now? Right now.
You don't waste time.
I don't want to waste time.
It does. It does. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Amazing stuff that you're doing.
Thank you.
We are hoping to see it, you know, blow up.
It will, and I tell guys, saizi, you know, it's time to buy Kenya and promote Kenya, because honestly speaking, the reason why someone wears maybe Supreme or Nike or it's nothing different really, because we still use the same garments.
Yeah.
You know, probably it's just the brand, you know.
Exactly.
So if guys can go out there, own, you know, and be proud about a Kenyan brand. And Esco Life is amazing stuff.
It's a
really.
Kenyan brand, made by Kenya for Kenyans.
For Kenyans,
we are very proud of you.
So soon you're gonna see it on the top. In fact, Joe Boy wore it the other day.
Awesome.
Is wearing that. You know, I have my boy called I Am Wild. Fields from Nigeria is rocking that.
Oh wow.
So check it out soon.
It's doing big. It's going there. It's gonna get big. It's gonna get big. Thank you guys for your comments. I can see you. Hey, moto. Comments too ni fire naona hapo. Caroline is asking, how does he juggle between being a family guy, a DJ, and of course having a clothing line? Yeah.
Wow. I get that question a lot. Hi, Caroline Atieno. What's up? It's never easy, because you see, every bit of these elements need your time, you know. Your family needs time, your hustle as a DJ needs time, your clothing line company needs time. And I also have a group of DJs that I mentor and, you know, bring up, I call them Gang Esco, you know.
Yeah.
So the only way you can divide your time is just managing your time, really. I think you can make time for everything. You have 24 hours, really. So it's just about planning, really. And personally, I'm not the best planner, really. But I just try make sure that I have sorted and I've given attention to every part individually. Of course, you have to multitask a lot.
You have to.
There's so many times, I'm on the phone with clients. My daughter Zawadi is, you know, giving me a hell of a time.
She's on your case.
On my case.
Yeah, she was, Daddy, I need my attention as well.
My wife as well needs attention, you know. So, and that time my wife is going to complain that I'm giving attention to my daughter.
Exactly.
It's tricky.
It's a very tricky balance, yeah.
Tricky balance, but all in all, have a support. You have to have a supportive family, you know, people who understand what you're up to, what passion is. Because for me, that is my life. And I'm grateful that I have a wife who understands and kids who really, you know, who push me to be better.
Awesome. Yeah. Michael Black, spoken word, a wiki day iko chini, ilikuwa chini by the way. But good stuff, unaweza, CREME exam. Ian is saying, one of my best DJs.
Thank you, Ian. Big shout out.
Oh, wow. Uko na mafans. My favorite DJ, CREME. Thank you, Eunice.
Eunice, thank you. Mad love to you.
Yeah, sending so much love. Thank you so much, guys, for keep those comments coming. Keep sharing this video, telling people that we are live. Tell a friend. I normally say tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live on E_Square TV, Pale YouTube. And when we finish, you can always get this video uploaded on our site. So when the Pale, you flock that site. Before I let you go, we have been having a conversation about cyber security. That has been the umbrella topic for this month, because October is Cyber Security Awareness Month.
I did not know that.
Now you know. Now you know.
Thank
That
you.
is why we invite people.
I like that.
If you don't know something, you
like
you
that.
leave this platform when you've learned
Awesome.
something new.
Awesome.
I think you already know where I'm going with this, but
Okay.
I'm still gonna ask. We recently, not recently, that was a while back. There was some story on the internet that broke the internet for a while.
You're talking about who?
Where?
Let me tell you, I always listen to this story like it's the
I know,
first time.
like you're like, yo, we are still
What
on
are you
this.
talking about?
Anyway, we're not gonna give it much thought,
Baby,
but
no pressure, it's cool.
But I'm sure our audience, they know what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, how was that tape leaked? Was your system compromised? Did someone hack you, or how was it leaked?
I rarely talk about it though, but it's nice that you guys are really dealing with the issue of cybersecurity, because we rarely, and something I tell a lot of DJs and people, everyone basically, your data is not safe on your phone when you delete it. You know, it basically, for those guys who maybe understand computers, is like anytime you delete something from your phone off your laptop, it just goes to a virtual trash bin somewhere to pahali. But ideally, it's not deleted, you know. So a weird story happened. I'll tell you the craziest thing. It's like in a movie. Watch any story.
Okay.
So
you heard it here first.
Unaweza imagine unapata phone call, unaambiwa check your Gmail, I've sent you something, na iko na password. So you're like, what the hell is this, right?
Yeah.
Msikia silence kwa room.
The room went quiet. Yeah.
So go to my Gmail, enter the same password, you know, the instructions. Mazi watch and show. You know, the way the image just downloads itself. I'm like, that looks like me, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'll be very honest, these are things we did, like, say, 10, it's been a minute. You know, I was a young kid, you know, back then. So these are the things you honestly, atol kumesahau.
That Ziko, exactly.
And you know, so I asked myself, what the hell, you know? So weird enough, this guy who we talked a lot with, because this guy, you know what, I'm gonna put out this. I'm gonna put it out there. But
so the person who sent you,
yes, call me again and actually told me this is a deal. I need $20,000 US. So that's 2 million bob. That's crazy.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. By the way, so you know, weird enough, and you see the things in the movies happening about blackmail.
I know.
That shit is real. I will not lie to you, man. You know. So you can imagine, I knew about the tape 2 years before it. 3 years actually before it came out.
Also, he had been calling you.
So 3 years of, you pay, of course. Naturally, you want to protect your family, you want to protect your name and all that stuff. So you pay chums. So I paid a lot of money, really, like a lot of money, by the way.
Oh, God.
You know? Then it gets to a point you're like, fuck it, why am I doing this? You know? So it became crazy. And I'll tell people the weirdest thing. You see in the movies, the way you talk to this guy who's blackmailing you. Then with the time, this guy becomes, I can't even tell you, because weird enough, this guy would give me weird advice.
You moved from blackmail to we exchange notes.
Yes, I don't tell guys this story, but you know, it's a lot now. Honestly, I'm comfortable enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, there's a bad side to it, but the good side about it is, say randomly akaniambia as a CREME, why don't you think about producing music? I swear. Now, if you don't understand what production is, because he's a smart guy, that's what I came to understand. So if you don't understand production is, I'll do for you some research.
Yeah.
Guy goes, does research, who's a producer, what you should do, get the young artist out there. You're a big DJ, you have the vibes, you have Nini.
You have the name, you have the brand.
And so that's why I ended up producing Kufaju, by the way, you know. So it was just...
Oh, so there was a silver lining on...
It's all this stuff, you know.
There was a silver lining in that story.
So, you know, those guys who tell you, I think, try... what else did he tell me? He wanted me to do this EDM thing whereby, like, I traveled to Amsterdam a while ago. And these DJs, Akina, Martin Garrix, Avicii, rest in peace. You know, these guys, their shows,
they have crazy,
you know,
crazy
the guy will give you such suggestions. So, unaona, weirdly enough, unimse, ata kama ilikuwa na blanda, you look, there's a good part about it, you know. But let me tell you the shocker now, true story. This guy later on tells but they have a reason why I did what I did. So he needed a proposal, but it's some crazy stuff. You wouldn't even believe it. This guy who hacked my system had a project and he needed chums. So because I gave the guy over 600,000 for
wow, that's a lot of money.
roughly. That's
That's a lot of money.
You know, so he's like, I made a pitch. A random day he called me. I did a pitch. My job got accepted. You know, I am just so grateful. One day I'm gonna give you that money. I just hope it does. 600 is a lot of tubes.
That's a lot of tubes, you know, wherever you were listening to.
Personally, I don't have hard feelings.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it really put me in a bad light out there. Because, you know, everyone has skeletons, you know, like real talk. Yeah. And at the end of the day, no one wants their personal stuff to be seen. I realize I have folks,
and you have
kids,
family. Yeah.
The thing that's stressing me right now is there's a future. My kid is a genius in computers. He will stumble that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's still the digital footprint is still there. So
exactly. So what it did, it actually messed me up in terms of money. It was not the easiest of times, you know. But I'm grateful that I have a supportive family. Yeah. I have a supportive wife. I have a supportive wife. And my fans, really, they really held me down. I'll be very honest, because a lot of guys would judge. A lot of guys were like, and
you were trolled so much on the internet.
The best part about it is I have an amazing team as well, because what my team did the first time that thing came out, they locked me out of all accounts. So till today, I don't know.
You don't give them.
I don't even know.
You don't fit the story.
Not even, because I had interviews from the Sun magazine. Imagine, British, BBC, on my email. But for me, I'm glad that my team locked me out, so I could not read stuff. Because honestly, if I went out there and read that stuff, maybe I would not have the strength to stand here.
Yeah.
But again, now that actually, sorry, we really diverted from the topic. But now that we're talking about cybersecurity, that shit is real.
And actually, hacking is what we're talking about. We have an expert in studio. Awesome. I hope you'll get time to watch it and figure out how you can protect yourself, protect your data, protect even your machines from such kind of incidences from happening. Because that was a ride.
Don't record that shit. Hata tukasema sijui stories za cyber security sijui nini, taking care of data, just don't record that stuff, you know, because someday someone is gonna find it. I was young and crazy then, you know, so many, especially the youth, right? We do a lot of things knowing that mazi YOLO, you know that
I know YOLO. Yeah, exactly.
YOLO is a lie. You only live once. Come on, man, because you'll do something, the next day is gonna bite your ass,
and it's gonna impact the generation after you, not just you. Keep those conversations flowing. I can see how Rebecca is asking, how do you stay on top of your game as a DJ, considering that we have DJs coming up every day? Great question, Rebecca.
Wow. Rebecca, thank you so much for that. But I think a lesson that I tell everybody, not only in the field of DJing, you as a host, the videographers, you have to reinvent yourself every day.
True.
Because at the end of the day, there are kids who are coming out there. And let me tell you what they have that you don't have. They have the passion, the hunger that you had back in the days.
Yeah.
And they have the time.
And the energy.
And the energy. Thank you. Right now, we have our time is divided into so many other things, you know. But personally, what I do is I really reinvent myself. I'm doing, and I always hang out with the young kids. By the way, I have a young crew, Kevin, Steve, you know, young guys who keep me, you know, in check. But at the end of the day, you as someone out there, you always have to, don't be complacent, don't be comfortable, always get out of your comfort zone, really. The problem with so many people is they fade away because they're just doing the same thing over and over again. They don't want to try. They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get their hands dirty, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, I just...
You don't want to get tired.
Exactly, yeah. So I keep on reinventing myself,
Awesome. King Difa anasema CREME de la CREME, my top DJ, shout out.
Thank you.
Rebecca is saying, Felix, all right. Felix is saying, de la CREME, I feel you, very inspiring. I once found myself in an adult site. And I don't... Yo, I love your comments, you guys. De la CREME, I feel you, very inspiring. I once found myself in an adult site and I don't remember recording it. And the funny thing is that it has a lot of views. And I can't...
So shida yake ni hajapata do.
Felix, ulikuwa unafanya nini kwa hizo sites? Ulikuwa unafanya nini?
Me, I think Felix, by the amazing stuff. Umenibamba kwa sababu shida yake hata si ati jua kwa hiyo site.
Ni pesa.
Iko na tu view na hapati hiyo pesa. So anachezwa hapo hivyo, si ndio?
Look for that money, wherever it is.
Ama the data analyst guy, the guy who's coming, I think
he'll be able to answer that. Caroline is saying, after the ordeal, does he ever do you ever get scared it may happen to you again? And what are you doing to avoid being placed in such a state ever? I think you've answered that.
Yes, I have.
Just don't record that stuff.
Don't do that, yeah.
Yeah. I feel good getting that on my...
Musemi, by the way, we're not judging you.
Fungua roho, Felix. Fungua roho. Being placed. Okay, sorry. Diana and Coretta is saying, thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
Great conversation. Becky is saying, wow, I'm sorry you went through all that. And what are some of the lessons that he can pass to the younger generation based on that experience?
I think something I'd say about that is just, your law, you only live once. I said it is a lie, you know. So always do something today knowing that at the end of the day, number one, you talked about digital footprints, yeah? And do something that you're going to be proud of yourself if you look back 20 years from now.
True.
Yeah, that's as much as I can say. Yeah.
Okay. Wiki anasema CREME uko na do na ni humble kushinda Willy Paul.
No kogeria too many.
Alan is saying, great conversation. Thank you, Alan. Diana is saying, looking lovely as always. Thank you very much, Diana. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. Before I let you go,
yes.
Top of the head, what are maybe 2 things that you have never shared with anyone or in an interview that you would like people to know?
First of all, that is, you see that story I've given you?
Yeah.
I have never given it anyone. By the way, true story.
Yeah.
So able to pick
tukona bragging rights to this story. Yo, Gafla, kujeni scoop. Kujeni scoop. We have the tea.
Wow. So, something something I've never shared.
Yeah, something you like people to know that is totally random about you that you've never shared.
I'm afraid of darkness, by the way. I know guys don't.
Hizo ni vitu tuliacha tukiwa watoi bana.
Mpaka saizi maze mi nikienda kwa hoteli nitaangalia chini ya bed basi.
Yo, you watch right? Too many movies. You watch too many movies.
But that's a true story. I know, guys, you don't take me serious, but I'm for real.
You fear darkness.
True story. Anyway.
Hey, okay, and I think that's a very great note to this conversation. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, CREME, really for coming to the show. Awesome. We love the good vibes. We are so sorry, guys. Anyone who was waiting to listen to his DJ set, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know whether the decks are working now.
But something maybe, and I've been saying, like, Eastlands, you guys, of course, there's so much talent in here. Just before I go, I was having a conversation with a wiki day before, and he asked me a very important question in terms of location and Niko Eastlando. How do I put myself out there?
Yeah.
Mi wambia wasee mazi, mi metoka Kericho yani, huku ni Ocha. Unajua? At least Eastlands iko karibu, iko Nairobi.
Yeah.
Meshika. But again, never have the term location, embedded anywhere in as you hustle, because it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter where you are. What happens is what's in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you have greatness in you, trust me, hakuna kitu inaweza kustop. And I'm talking about distance can't stop you, people can't stop you, and all that stuff,
Yeah.
So Eastlands has a lot of talent, really.
It
and
does.
I've had a chance, like I've listened to Rama. I mean, I've seen what you guys are doing here, and honestly, I am so humble and I'm so encouraged because you realize that we have, personally, the guys who are up there have a bigger responsibility to help, to educate, to share, and to nurture talent. So I work with a lot of artists, so those guys who are out there, even though you're out there and you can vibe, maze tunaweza chapa job,
No, Waleta is squared.
Waleta is squared.
Yeah, they share their vibes.
They share, exactly. So for me, if you're out there and you have talent, whatever case, I talk to everybody really.
Yeah.
So I'd be honestly glad to help in wherever I can and keep on doing the amazing work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're so humbled. We are really, really humbled. And we loved the energy, the positivity that you brought to the show.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing and all the best with Escoli.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you too, and take care of yourself. I got to run. I have an event.
Okay. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it from the king of the decks. Wow, amazing conversation. I hope you guys have learned a thing or two about that you didn't know about Creme de la Creme. We have told you, this show, we want to do things differently. We want to bring to you amazing people who share their stories to inspire, not just to entertain you, to inspire you. We have a new legend coming on to the show today. I hope you are ready for this one because this one is big. This one is really, really big. Next up, our very own Caroline went to pale mtaani, and we had a conversation with the king of Genge himself. You guys, you don't want to miss this. Check this out.
Hello and welcome to Eastland's Expressions. My name is Caroline Achino, and today we have a super amazing artist. He is a Kenyan music legend, a record producer, the illest and the dopest hip hop artist in the 254, and of course, he is an entrepreneur as well. Maybe you can start by telling us your real name, because people know you as JUA CALI.
Yeah. Okay, my real name is really baptized. I was given by my mother and father. Is Paul Nunda. Yes, Paul Nunda.
Paul, can I call you Paul?
Yes.
So Paul, how can you describe Paul and how can you describe JUA CALI? Are they two different people?
Okay, there's a thin line. There's a thin line between Paul and JUA CALI, because when I started doing music officially, professionally, I told myself lazima nikuwe myself when I'm doing music. I have to be as natural as possible. That way hakuna mtu anaweza iba style yangu kwa sababu ni mimi.
Where did the name JUA CALI come from?
JUA CALI is short for JUA California. Yes, that's why it's spelled with the C, not with the K. So I just wanted guys to know mtaa ile mtaa nimetoka. So I used to tell myself I want to represent my hood forever. So using a name like JUA CALI, every time after 40 years, 50 years, ukisema tu JUA CALI, utakuwa nakumbuka Calif, place nimegrow.
So you're also the founder of Calif Records.
Yeah.
Yes. How did that come about?
Okay, me and Clemo tumegrow pamoja since we were maybe 3 years or 4 years. We've been family friends. So it was basically ni kama tu Mungu alituleta pamoja. So after ilikuwa high school, that time tulikuwa high school, Clemo alikuwa so much into production. He used to love production so much, and anasikiza who producer amekaje hii beat nini. So me at the same time nilikuwa so much into lyrics, listening to what guys are saying, vile watu wana structure songs and everything. So ni kama Mungu tu alituleta pamoja. So ndo after high school around 99, that's when we opened Calif Records.
I also love the way you've merged dancehall and hip hop to form the Genge sound.
Yes.
Why did you decide to major on the Genge sound and not any other sound?
We have been always students of the game, students of music. So what we learned as we were maturing in music, what we learned was the guys who came up with hip hop walikuwa watu tu. Ni vile tu wamezaliwa America, but they are people, ni watu tu. So hakuna kitu kubwa kama hawa wanaweza anzisha genre ni kuwe the whole world, blow up the whole world. Kwani pia sisi tusikama up na yetu, we are still human beings. Unaona? Wale watu walikama up na reggae, walikama up na raga, they're just human beings. Unaona? So pia sisi we are like tukiingia professionally kwa music industry na tuko accepted, we will bring something new to the table, kuambia jamaa yes, ndio hii hapa tuko na Kiswahili yetu, tuko na hii sound yetu, kwa nini tusiende hii njia, and we call it genge. So basically it was just supporting our culture. Yani ile kubig up culture yetu, kama ni culture ya kukula chapati, kama ni vile si uvaa, vile si enda kwa club. Yani genge basically ina represent culture yetu kabisa, lakini moso ilikuwa ni Sheng. Sheng ndio ilikuwa number 1. That's how genge came about.
As JUA CALI, if you were to try a different sound, what sound will it be?
Trust me, there's no other. Maybe I create a new sound and ipatie jina. But siwezi sema ati sijui tafanya reggae, hapana. Unajua genge is working perfect. Na kuna statement moja watu husema, watu wa US sana hutumia, husema if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So and there's no need ya kwanza kujisumbua na new sound, na genge is working tremendously over 20 years, but iko tu sawa.
In 2007 you are nominated for MTV Europe Music Awards.
Yes.
How was that for you as a Kenyan artist?
That was huge. That was huge for the Kenyan industry. That was huge for genge. That was huge for me. So it was really huge because we felt like now the sound is breaking borders.
In the same year, 2007, you also won the Best Male Artist for the CALI Music Awards.
Yes.
Like, did that make you feel like you were to do more? Ama ilikufanya to feel, maze, mimi nimefika. So we just vibe with the vibe as it goes.
Easy awards, they're just achievements. Kwa ile journey tuko nayo, the journey as we move on. Because mtu kama mimi, I was like, mimi nitawaimbia mpaka ile siku maybe sauti yangu itapotea, ndio ta stop. So hizi vitu zote zinakuja katika ndani ya hii journey. These are just achievements, and we are like, tunashukuru, and we keep on moving.
I watched your new song Panda Shuka.
Yes.
And I must say it is great. I
Thank
love the concept of animation and that.
Yes.
So it is among the few songs that you decided to put them under that animation.
Yes.
Yeah, zikuwa animated.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind the song?
Okay, the inspiration behind the song is life, as I always say, life iko na ups and downs. Maisha ni panda shuka. Niliangalia tu, especially na history ya corona and everything. Guys are going through hard times kabisa. Watu wamefungiwa manyumba, watu wamepoteza majob, watu wameingilia drugs, unaona. So me niliangalia tu nini inaendelea, nikasema wacha niandike song. Yani ile tu ku-encourage watu, just telling them easy stuff we are going through, ampiti nini peke yenu. Kuna watu wengi pia wamefungiwa manyumba. Panda shuka ni kitu ya kuimagine.
Someone watching that video for the first time can easily relate to what you're going through.
Yes.
This is JUA CALI, I'm part of this and all that. So like, unaweza sema ni the songs that, kama for example Miaka, Najitoa, are they from personal experiences? Yes. Miaka ni everything nimepitia. Zingine pia naongeza, but most of it hiyo ni mimi. Najitoa, unajua pia kuna songs unaona tu vile kitu watu wana go through. Unaona, so Najitoa ilikuwa design moja, jamaa kuna noma Nairobi, hakuna chapa nini. But mentally unaweza go to some other space na uende relax, utoe stress zako kabisa. How do you manage to remain relevant?
Yes.
How have you managed to remain relevant in the industry for over 20 years?
Yes.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Yani, penda tu kazi yako. Me always say that fall in love with your work. Respect your work. So yani hizo vitu mbili zimenifanya sijai feel, kwa sababu you know with music kuna fame ina come into it. Na pia kuna ni fame kudeal na fame waga ni noma. Watu wengi udeal nayo tofauti. Unaona, kwa sababu fame ni addictive in its own way.
What is your take on Gengeton being a Genge legend?
Yes. Okay, Gengeton kwanza for mimi kwanza. Ama mimi na CREME. When you came up with the sound, atuko tunajua tuta influence generations to come. Alafu tumeweza kuinfluence these generations. Kama mtu kama mimi bado niko alive, CREME pia iko alive. Tumeweza kuona tumeinfluence generation mpya na si bado tuko tu bado kwa hii industry. Hii ni kitu ifanyikagi. Wasi wengi most of the time legends wamekufa. Ndio generation realize hii sound ilikuwa noma, they pick it up. But how me pick up kabado si tuko mpaka naimba nao. So for me the moment they called their music Gengeton, it was humbling. Hiyo ni one of the most humbling things ishainifanyikia mimi. Yani hao vijana mimi siwajui, hao watu wao walikuwa maybe nikituangalia genge maybe walikuwa 9 years ama 8 years, lakini wamekuja wamegrow, wanafanya the same thing na wana champion. Unaona, so mimi ilikuwa an humbling experience.
At this point you can say you are at peace knowing that there are people when you hold you the Genge sound and they're taking to another level.
Yani mimi niko relaxed. Yani hata mimi na record album yangu pole sina hata pressure.
Kuna venye wewe ukisema watu na sound manze wewe ni JUA CALI. So like what was the motive behind that?
Hizi songs zo blow up, mtu agame imagine ana perform bila crowd. Unaona, so the moment nilikuwa envision a crowd, sasa hiyo kitu naturally ilikuja tu, kwa sababu singesema kitu kingine, ingekuwa tu ni watu.
What can you tell let's say an upcoming artist out there, they don't know what to do, they want to venture into music, but maybe they do not have someone to hold their hand through their journey, and it's really tough.
Wasanii wote hii ni biashara, lazima understand hivyo. Hii ni almost 90% biashara, lazima uelewe hivyo. Alafu it's always best kukuwa na team. Hawezi kuwa good at everything. Unaweza kuwa good kama msanii lakini huwezi produce. Use ile kitu uko nayo.
Watu project aje, that's a rap for Island's expressions manze.
Ndio hiyo.
We are with the dopest of the illest rapper in the 2-5 JUA CALI mwenyewe.
Black boy.
Jie Ramazan, the big deal. Cheki, unafurahia baby amekuweka kwa status, labda wewe peke yako ndo unaiona. Contact list yako ina watu wangapi wenye unaweza pigia ukiwa na shida, ama hiyo call yako hawataiona, ama itakuwa phone busy, I'll call you later, I'm in a meeting, alafu baadaye wakuzimie tenje, alafu mkipatana wanapiga kona. Hii kitambi ni ya zile blue ticks nimekulisha kwa hii maisha. In fact, ambia kiso wangu nilikuwa nimefungua macho lakini polepole na pona. Udaku ya jana ndio present ya leo na bado kesho watabonga. Wewe ni mtu type gani? Unatokelezea usiku au pia mchana? Unafuata dini gani? Unaombaga Mungu au sanamu? By the way, dreams zako ni valid ama ni zile tunaitaga ndoto za mchana? Unatia bidii ama umelalisha rada? Unashika mamako ama kwenye ulishahama? Leta hard feelings kama uko nazo. Let hard feelings kama uko nazo. Jina yangu kwa mdomo yako brother, si stay toe ukiwa shagi. Mimi ndio kichana, ndapiga hii kelele as long as kuna speaker. Maneno zao haziwezi nizima, lazima ndazidi kuongeza gear na volume. Tunataka kusikika. Ambia daktari na isi niko na fever, headache na hizi mistari natapika. Mimi ndio the current poet kwa soko. Kalamu, karatasi na mic ndio zinakonga zangu viboko. Kweni ready, niko hapa kuwachapa. Unanichunguza sana mpaka unajisahau, alafu unanikumbuka tu kisha kula msoto. It's better to run than to walk away. Chemsha bongo na ukunywe hiyo supu, na ukumbuke kuna tofauti ya chiwawa na koko. Sometimes me give up lakini najipata nikiendelea, sijui reason, niko tu na sababu. So God bless my wife, my life, mabeste wangu pia na kazi wanafanya. Yeah man, the big deal Ramazan. Na nikimaliza hii verse usingoje niseme ati peace out, juu niko na peace in. Na nikimalizia nawaambia ukitaka maisha ya burudani mtu wangu, itabidi umehamia buruburu, yani buru ndani. Yeah man. Ramazan music, the big deal.
Yeah.
Yo.
Tabaki umehamia buru
ndani man.
Hapo ndani.
Taka maisha ya burudani.
Basi wacha tusimame huko.
Simame hivi.
Side ingine.
Yeah man.
Good stuff manze.
Thank you Joe. Shukran bro.
Kabla Rama manze akuje manze, tulikuwa na chaliwa nguvu hapo manze. The king of genge, Jua Kali hapo akibonga kuhusu life yake, journey yake, music yake. Na zile vitu zote amekuwa kidu. Na imekuwa proud sana kwa hizo vitu zenye amekuwa kidu. Rama,
kabisa bro.
Hivi sasa manze.
Yeah man.
Si ndio?
Kabisa.
Tusharudi.
Peleke na rada. Rada
ni hivi. First thing first. Rama ni nani, ametoka wapi?
Ramazan ni msanii. Ramazan ni poet. Ramazan ni recording artist. Ramazan ni scriptwriter. Ramazan ni host bado. Na Ramazan ni film and video director. Sijaivisha hiyo but niko process ya kuingia hiyo industry. Yeah man.
Hizo vitu zote unadu?
Hizo vitu zote ndio unadu sahi kama Ramazan music.
Mahali umetoka sasa? Mimi
natoka mtaa inaitwa Alexin Buruburu, ni gitu moja napenda sana. Born and raised. Yeah man.
Inajita?
Alexin. Yeah man, 101.
Alexin niko wapi? Buruburu.
Alexin niko Buruburu. Buru 1. Hapo chini Alexin utapata hiyo mtaa, ukiulizia tu. Watu wanajua kama City Cotton. But sasa sima vijana tunaitaga Alexin.
Alexin.
Yeah.
Kwa nini Alexin?
Si mimi nilikamna hiyo jina. Kulikuwa na boy fulani RIP, rest in peace, anaitwa Gulit. Mtaa yetu ilikuwa inaitwa Kamande. Na City Cotton. Sasa boy alitupataga base siku moja, akatuambia hii jina City Cotton ileti, from today mtaa inaitwa Alexin. Na from there Gulit akane mtaa yetu Alexin. Na mtaa yetu inaitwa Alexin hadi sai. Yeah man.
Mmechange majina hiyo mtaa sana.
Mmechange majina za hiyo mtaa, kitu poa lazima ikuwe presentable.
Lazima ikuwe presentable.
Kabisa jo.
Wacha turudi nyuma kiasi. Hebu tuambie manze, Rama background yake imekuaje?
Background yangu imekuwa fiti. But ina depend, unauliza question yako in matters concerning what?
Life yako.
Life yangu imekuwa fiti, nimezaliwa Buru. Hiyo mtaa inaitwa Alexin, hiyo ghetto hapo ndio nimegrow. Nikasomea chuo iko hapo kando inaitwa Nairobi River Primary School. Nikaenda seko chuo inaitwa Ishishe Secondary School in Kangema. Nikaenda Kole but sikumaliza Kole, financial issues nini. But hiyo haikunistop kufanya mambo yangu. Nilijisukuma nikaingia hustle nini. Sasa najisimamia, sasa nafanya mambo yangu. At least complain sana. Ni God manze. Yeah man.
Kabla tufike kwa elimu, kugrow huko Alexin City Cotton imekuaje?
Alexin kugrow pale haijakuwa easy sana but tumengangana na hali venye imekuwa. Pale ghetto kuna challenge kibao sana but venye zinakam tuna deal nazo. Kuna Chronics anasemaga when it gets tough, the tough gets going.
Yes.
So hiyo ndio inakuwa spirit yetu. Kitu ikiwa ngumu pia si tunakaa ngumu.
Mnakaa ngumu.
Yeah man.
Mnasukumana pale.
Mnasukumana nayo deadly.
Hebu niambie mambo ya shule pale kidogo. Now that ulikuwa umekosa fees and then maisha ilikuwa ngumu pale.
Maisha ilikuwa hard kiasi. So but hiyo haikutostop. Ile kitu nilido kama mwanaume lazima ujitume. So
lazima ujitume kabisa.
Nilihave kujua ndado nini. Nikaanza kuhustle huko Alexin mtaani bado. Lakini ni zile kugoja kuitiwa mboka. Mboka inakosa kujipa saa zingine. So napata after chuo imekuwa zizi ngori nini. Niliona acha ni hustle.
Hustle sasa. Uingie kwa street.
Nikaingia kwa street bado ikakuwa ngumu kiasi. Lakini nikapata kuwa employed kwa super fulani. Nikapiga mwaka ya kwanza ya pili. But nikaona hapa hivi jo muziki yangu kama mwaka mmoja sijaitoa ngoma, this is not for me. So I had to let go. Nikaenda nikakuta ule donga nikamwambia tu nikubali tu ni release, akakuwa ni mzuri pia.
Akakurelease.
maziwa yangu, akaniongeza ingine juu. Can wish all the best. So mimi nafanya tu mambo yangu. From there venye nilitoka huko, what next, niko jobless juu ndadu nini. But nimeacha juu ya muziki manzi. Ndio nipate time, lakini ndapata aje time bila maganji. Unacheki. So ma challenge zimekuwa kibao. But sasa mali tuko, at least unapata kiasi na unaingia studio, unafanya video, unafanya mambo yako jo. Yeah man.
Kazi fiti sana manze. Na like your spirit yenye uko nayo manze, ya kutoka pale mtaani na unajipush.
Bana jo.
Kabla tuingie kwa muziki, unafikiria shule ni kitu very important?
Chuo ni kitu very important. Chuo ni kitu, education is the key.
Yes.
Na chuo ni kitu, ile chuo ni mahali si uenda kulearn new things. Na commit new people, kulearn from them, kuhear from them. Na tujue tuko different aje na others. So chuo ni kitu inajenga pia life ya mtu. Juu ukisoma poa, yes unaweza kuwa uishi fiti, lakini ukisoma fiti, chuo education yako inaweza kuweka mahali. At least utasema masomo yangu imeniweka hapa. Juu huwezi enda usome video production. Ukuje kama kwa hii house yenyu. Ukiwa uko perfect na kwenye mewira, unacheki. So that is man, ku perfect man.
Perfect.
Yeah, man.
Sasa ukapatiwa hiyo opportunity, unaweza rudi pale kwenye.
Mimi nikapatiwa na thank God. Kuna Black Boy Entertainment wali come through. Walika mtaani kwetu wakatuliza form ni gani. Sisi kama vijana tukawapeleka na rada. Wakatuambia juu wanaweza offer hizi kwa wenye walikuwa wamelack opportunities. So kuna Mike alikam through, akachukua some wenye wako interested na kusoma. So ukiwa interested na masomo, Mike alituchukua. Na sasa kuna kitu anafanya na sisi kama student. Tuko under him. And we promised him the best from us. And we are hoping the best from him. Na from what he's doing unto us. Yeah man.
Ndio. Manze kama ujui Mike hapo mtaani, Mike ni chali fulani wa nguvu sana. Wacha nimpatie sifa kidogo. Mike ni chali fulani wa nguvu, support vijana sana yani. Ukiwa talented na uko pale mtaani, yeye ukupush.
That's the reason chance ya kusoma man. Na nilikuwa nimeacha masomo, film and video production. But sasa niko na hiyo chance. So ni jamaa na support man.
Ndio.
Yeah man.
Sitaongea sana kuhusu hiyo story ya Mike. Tushaona ile kitu inafanyika hapa, si ndio?
Kabisa.
Yes, we are live on YouTube at E_square TV. And of course, man, we are talking with
RAMAZAN Music.
Hebu tuingie manze hapo kwenye muziki.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Aha. Muziki. Nataka kujua about muziki. Uliza nikujibu bro.
Muziki yako, ulianza muziki yako aje?
Mimi nimeishi kupenda music since I was young. Nilikuwa napenda kulisten music, different types of music. Nikiwa kitu class 8 hapo ndio nilikam kufikiria I can write my own song. Nikakuwa na ngoma moja nimecompose kwa akili but I couldn't write. So after nimemaliza Raiman nilikuwa bado na hiyo morale ya kuandika muziki. Wenye niliingia Seko, nikajoin group fulani ya muziki. Wakanitenda on the way but hiyo ikustop muziki yangu. So officially as RAMAZAN Music nilianza 2013. In the year 2013 nilikuwa na performing hadi nikiwa chuo. In fact chuo mzima ni mimi nilikuwa msanii. So nilikuwa naona hapa kuna kitu naweza do, naweza jisell. So I used to perform kutoka nikiwa form 1 hadi form 4. Nika build confidence yangu. But sikuwa nimeingia studio, nilikuwa tu na perform mamuziki tu, ninaenda hapo nachukua mic na chafua nini, unacheki. So after chuo ndio officially nikajilaunch kama RAMAZAN Music. Hapo ndio nilitake step ya kwanza kuingia studio kuchafua ngoma. Hiyo ilikuwa 2015. Tukadu ngoma inaitwa Iza Jo. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa ngoma yangu ya kwanza. Tulidu na msanii anaitwa Madgodea the baddest from Alexin. Tukachapa hiyo ngoma. From there Madji sasa nikajua njia ya kwenda studio ni gani. Hapo ndo muziki yangu ilianzia.
Kabla tuingie kwa muziki yako ya Iza Jo, ulijipataje unadu poetry?
Haya, acha ni kutake back in high school. In high school kuna time ya CA Sunday nini. Kuna ngoma kila Sunday lazima team ya CU ingepresent. And every time they were presenting this song, that song kept coming into my mind. Nashindwa majama ingome kuna ile ngoma inakikigi kwa
kichwa yako.
Ukienda church ukikosa kuimba utatoka hapo ukiwa comfortable. So hii ngoma ilikuwa inaimba sijui Yesu akalia kwa uchungu. Eloi Eloi. Unaona? So hiyo tune ilikuwa tunashinda kwa kichwa yangu. Nikasema I will write something about this. So I wrote it as a song. Nikijaribu kurihasi hii kitu kuimba iwezi. So nilijipata naisoma. And from kusoma nikajipata na narrate kama poem. And nikaona wow, kumbe I can do poetry. So hiyo ngoma yenye niliandika kama my first poetry inaitwa Eloi Eloi. Yeah man.
Iza Jo.
Yeah man. Iza Jo ni ngoma ni tulifanya. Nyinyi mmejua Gengeton juzi last year sijui mwaka gani. Situ Gengeton tulikuwa tunaichapa 2015 bana. Cinema Spoken Hero bana. Hiyo ngoma inaitwa Iza Jo. Tulifanya in 2015, video tukafanya in 2016. Ilikuwa I was featured in by Madgodea the baddest Marji. Nika come through. Actually nilichafua hiyo ngoma deadly, mafans wakanikubali, so mafans were like kumbe Ramana is a roga. Iza Jo ni dancehall.
Ni dancehall
Gengeton.
Nice.
Unaona? But si tuko tunaitambua kama Gengeton. But ni hiyo vibe unacheki. Ni ngoma kali sana inaitwa Iza Jo, video ni safi kwa YouTube. Na ni ngoma kali ni club banga yani. Yeah man.
So how can you describe your music?
My music naweza describe kama jani. Music yangu ni jani. Naweza describe kama jani juu nilianza mahali na naenda mahali. So between these 2 points kuna path nafaa kuwalk. So my music is a journey.
Hivyo ndo ni describe. So hakuna mali ya Gengeton, hakuna hip hop, hakuna reggae.
Hivyo ungeniuliza nimejipackage aje? Nikwambie nimejipackage kama poet. Na nimejipackage kama dancehall artist. Yeah man.
Wow. So where do you see yourself in the next 2 years, 1 year coming?
Tukiangalia my previous years na sahi I'm not the same. So that means kuna steps na make, kuna growth na God anafanya kitu kwa life yangu. So from now in about 5 years Ramazan Music will be a big name.
Yeah man.
Bear me witness, mark my words. Ni kitu itakuwa jo. Yeah man.
Nataka useme kwenye hii kamera Ramazan Music.
Ramazan Music, the big deal kama na bad man.
Hey. Ramadan Music, the biggest thing, man a bad man. You don't know.
You don't know.
Wow, manzi unafanya kitu fiti sana pale mtaani.
Pale mtaani pia nilianzisha TV program. Inaitwa Alexin Nairobi TV. Ile tunajaribu kufanya, although I'm not yet there. I have a team. What we are doing. Hatutaki watu wa struggle venye si tuli struggle.
Kweli.
Na talent zetu pia tuko hapo mali.
Uko na heart
mali tunaweza sema tuko stable that tusha make it. But siwezi taka wiki de ati nakuta ndugu yangu leo ananiambia natakaga kuwa msanii, nikikam kesho ananiambia natakaga kuwa msanii, nikamio kesho ingine the same. Nataka nikikam leo aniambie nataka kuwa msanii, nikikam kesho aniambie nilienda studio nikatoa ngoma, next day aniambie nimetoa video. Hiyo utakuwa umesaidia msee. Unaona? So tunakam in kama wewe ni msanii tunakupiga interview, kama una ngoma tunakupigia vida free of charge. As long as tumesupport talent, tumeachieve. Yeah man.
Iko tu pale mtaani.
Iko mtaani, iko YouTube, Alexin Nairobi TV. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow us. Ucheke kitu tunadu pia.
Si ndio?
Yeah man.
Kabla tujamaliza, nini hiyo inakumotivate? Nini hiyo inakupush?
Mimi naweza sema tu ni self drive na self discipline. Juu uko umejirespect, uta respect decision yenye una make. Unacheki? So hiyo ndio vitu zinani drive juu siwezi sema ati kuna mtu anani support usanii. Mimi ndio na struggle, natafuta hii do kiasi, naingia studio ikiweza. Juu kungekuwa na msanii anani support ningesema at least unacheki. But as for now ni self drive na self discipline na kuji-accept man.
Sindio? Unaweza ambiaje wale upcoming wale wanakam bana?
Upcoming naweza show one thing. I was there. Bado niko hapo. Usione ati mtu amemake jina, pia yeye ni upcoming. Inakuwa we are all the same in the eyes of the Lord. Upcoming manze, najua una struggle na muziki yako, unashindwa venye utadu. Wacha nikwambie, put God first na ujitume juu. Ukikosa kujituma manze, faith without action ni nothing jo. Jitume, believe in yourself, tafuta support mali unaweza pata, ukinyimwa endelea, jiamini na utamake it. Fanya ile kitu unapenda, jiamini, fanya nayo, usijali wasee watasema nini, usijali anything. Do what makes you happy.
Sindio? Tukimaliza, any new project yenye inakam?
Man, niko na new project hapo inaitwa Hisia. I just uploaded it like a month ago hapo YouTube. Ni poetry deep sana. Kuna project ingine inaitwa Deep Trash. Ndakuwa na release video on YouTube. So my fans, kuna vitu kibao sana zinakam. Kuna sinema zinakuja. Vitu kibao mbaya. Man.
Sindio? Tunaweza kupataje manze kwenye mtandao, muziki zako tunaweza zipataje?
Muziki yangu unaweza ipata on YouTube at Ramazan Music. RAMAZAN Music with a Q mwisho. Unaweza pata ngoma zangu pale mdundo.com. Ukiandika tu Ramazan Music utakuletea mangoma zangu. Unaweza ni follow pia on IG at Ramazan Music the big deal. Facebook Ramazan Music. Na kila mahali Ramazan Music manze. Na msupport kazi tunadu pia.
Sindio? Tunashukuru sana ni
mimi ndio nashukuru, mimi ndio nafaa nikushukuru sana. Hii opportunity watu wengi wanaitakaga lakini wezi wai unacheki.
Kweli.
But nyinyi mmecome through, hiyo ni kitu true.
Sindio?
Man.
Tunashukuru sana. Because of time yani lazima ni kuku release ndio tufanye vitu zingine, si ndio?
Kabisa, it's a big deal. My fans nawapenda. Endeleni kunisupport na kubali hiyo love na mu expect more from Ramazan Music. The big deal. Kamera bad man. Man.
Kabisa. Au unataka kwenda nayo?
Naenda nayo pia.
Sawa. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we are live on YouTube at E_Square TV. That amazing young person is doing big things. Ramazan Music. Mrembo. Mrembo, kuja. Just fit. Welcome back.
I'm here.
Kaa huku. Hata wewe ufanyishwe interview leo kidogo.
Hapana, sitaki kufanywa interview.
Fanyishwe interview.
Nataka kwanza ku recognize you guys. Your comment, the comment section is lit today. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thank you for every one of you who has tuned into today's show. Now on a nice interview, Rebecca Musumba Felix anasema ngeli ni ya genge. Can you say that?
Ngeli ni ya genge. I really loved JUA CALI so much.
I hope you guys have loved that interview with JUA CALI. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it for the live show, but we made sure that we went to him and brought you the amazing interview that you guys have watched. I hope Melan kitu mpya juu ya JUA CALI from that interview.
Amenibamba juu anasema ni aje. Yeye achukia vijana kitu anadu. Because there is genge and there is genge town. Yani anasema ni experience yao venye ilikuwa kitambo na saa hii. Ni tofauti lakini na mbamba. The word genge bado inaendelea.
The fact that alianzisha anaona yeye alikuwa godfather.
He's the king.
You know, ameshikilia industry. Big up to you, JUA CALI, and thank you so much for honoring our invitation to come and be one of the panelists on today's show. Big up to you guys.
Watu. I love the slogan. Watu. Mnajua ni aje?
Ndio tunajuanga tu ni yeye yani.
But watu sahi, mnajua ni aje? Like mnajua ni aje? We are about to do something that has never happened in this world.
Yes,
like
yes. Things are gonna get crazy up in here. So you guys, we promised you that we're going to have a conversation about hacking today. We are still in the month of cybersecurity awareness. So today we have an expert in studio who is going to show us how live hacking is done. So you guys don't want to miss this. You do not want to miss this, I promise you. So let me welcome on stage Mr. Shalom from Protech. Karibu sana. Welcome. following us on our social media platforms. Make sure you're following us on E_Square TV on our YouTube channel to get a lot more of everything that's happening. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by all this paraphernalia that's around here. But you guys, this is the part where, hey, unavuruta stool, unakaa karibu na screen yako so that you do not miss a bit of this conversation. Welcome, Shalom.
Thank you.
Shalom is the head of
Assurance Services.
Assurance Services, thank you. Head of Assurance Services at Protec. And he's here to show us how you guys can protect yourselves from hacking. Hacking is a very big deal. It has, I mean, CREME has told us what happened to him when some of his data was leaked, was hacked and released to the public. So today we want to figure out how to protect ourselves from having to go through such, an incident in our lives. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
to
very
much. Thank you so much. Before we go into this conversation of hacking, we probably know hacking in the layman's term as, I went into your phone or your computer and got data, but we don't know what really happened. So what exactly is hacking?
Hacking is, it's not necessarily technical of going into people's phone.
Yeah. Just hold your mic close to you.
Hacking could be, I found an easier way to do something.
Yeah.
What takes you 10 hours to do it, I did it in 2 minutes. That could be, I hacked the gig,
Yeah.
So hacking became a cool word back in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Then, a lot of press guys didn't know what to call it.
Yeah.
And they associated hacking with, getting into people's phones.
Mhm.
But the word hacking is actually okay. It depends on the scenario you put it in.
The context as well. Okay, so you are here in your capacity as a cybersecurity expert to shed more light into this, very technical field that we don't know how to apply it in our lives. But why is it important for us to know about hacking or how to protect your data? Why is it so important for us to know how hacking impacts our lives?
Well, in the 21st century, data is the new oil. You ask yourself, how does Facebook make over tens of billions of dollars and yet Facebook is free? How does Google know what I want? Like, I gossiped with my friend, personal stuff. The next thing I'm seeing ads.
I've been asking that question. In fact, the last two guests we've had here have been asking the same thing. Like, I will be here talking to you about a fancy phone I saw somewhere, and before I know it, every time I scroll through Facebook, I'm seeing an ad.
The ads.
Yeah.
So, like I said, data being the new oil, everybody wants to get their hands on data, and people want to predict the future. In tech, if you can predict the future, you are the next billionaire.
Yeah.
Similar to what Elon Musk did today. He's a cool guy, and he's reigning in his field because he was able to predict what could come in 10 years.
True.
Same thing with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
How do you explain in a time of economical crisis that has never happened before, someone got richer?
True.
Richer and just came out of a divorce and he bounced back.
And
like
he bounced
it was
back.
nothing.
Exactly.
So if you're able to predict human needs, if you're able to predict how they buy, if you're able to predict how they feel, you have that ability to change the market and be the value in the future.
Oh, interesting. So to somebody who is watching this at home, why is it important to know about hacking?
It is important to know because if data is the new oil, I want to protect my oil.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it for free, and Facebook makes 10 billion.
10 billion
shillings,
out of me.
you know? So it's very important that in this age where privacy is a big thing, everybody wants to get into your phone. Nation states want to get into your phone. Even your Torchlight app wants access to your contact list and your camera, and you ask, doesn't make sense. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Because people want data. People want to know about you and sell to you. It's all about sales in a capitalist world.
Yeah.
So you need to learn about cybersecurity and a bit of hacking so that you're able to know how to protect yourself, how to protect circumstances. For example, when there was a lot of bank scams that just happened, I heard of a story of a reverend father who had been saving money for more than 14 years. Then boom, he receives a call and
all of it is gone.
It's gone.
Poof. 14 years investment
Where
gone.
does he start? If he had a mass that Sunday, how does he begin? Now he needs to encourage himself. So those scenarios, to avoid them, it is important to learn hacking.
Okay. Is it that all hacking is bad, or are there, because I know I've heard of scenarios where companies actually hire hackers to be on their side. Why? Okay, is all hacking bad?
No. Like, we go back to the context. Hacking is not necessarily a bad word. Sometimes you just want to protect yourself where, governments cannot protect you from. We have, for example, Amazon has its own cybersecurity crew. They are independent of whoever, and they get attacks everywhere from the world. If they slip up in their services to customer by deploying a vulnerable system, they can lose their worth by far.
I know.
All it takes is one tweet that Twitter has been compromised, or all it takes is just someone with a large social media gathering to say, I was hacked. People can drop off of the app. People want to protect their brand, people want to protect their stock markets, and they are no longer waiting for governments to give them that edge. They are bringing in young, talented guys and also skilled guys who've been in the industry to provide that service for them.
How does hacking happen? Is it that a hacker targets one person, or they just decide, I have this number of people, so I can just decide, I can, wherever this lands, it's like you're casting your net, and then wherever this lands, so this is the person I'm hacking. So how does a hacker, single someone out to hack their system?
Well, there are different types of hackers. There are black hat hackers who hack to compromise and cause financial loss or emotional loss in certain cases.
You've said they're called black hats.
Black hats. Yeah, then there are white hat hackers like us who come to defend from such and also protect from future occurrences. There are nation-state hackers who are hired by the government for a form of cyber defense. We call it cyber security capabilities. So it's important that every country should have a cyber capability. For example, if you Google about Iraq and US, the constant war on the cyberspace, it's crazy. So you have Russians meddling into the US politics. You have US eliminating some people, So it's very important that you don't get caught by surprise. And a lot of African governments are waking up to this, that if you are not able to defend yourself from an external attacker, you will lose your people, you lose your state, and you lose it all.
So hacking can be a career in itself.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm learning now. I don't know if there are any questions before we move to the next phase of this conversation. All right. As it's being fixed, I have seen you have come ready with armed to the teeth. So what are we doing today?
So today is not more of hacking people, but sensitizing people on what to do when they find themselves in certain scenarios. Someone wakes up, like the DJ who was here, he explained himself on how, he got hacked. And it was so funny how his hacker was also helping him in his career.
It was a symbiotic relationship with some sort.
So today is to sensitize you. A lot of people are losing money through fraud. A lot of people do not know that data is the new oil. A lot of people without knowing expose themselves to such. And that is where we come in to ensure there's a resilient state.
Okay. So we are going to give you guys a scenario. I don't know which is my camera. That's my camera. So we're going to give you guys a real life scenario of how somebody can hack into your system and get away with the money that you think is so preciously saved in your accounts. Yeah. So Mr. Shalom here will guide us through, will show us actually how this happens, and we're going to show it to you guys in real time. Yeah, so that you don't say that we are making this up. We are not making it up. So that's why we have all this stuff set up for you here. So whenever you're ready.
All right. So I want to start with a statement. Do you know Robert Mueller? Robert Mueller was the former special counsel for the DOJ, Department of Justice in the US, for 2019. He was the one preceding over Trump's case on collaborating with the Russians.
Yeah.
He made a statement in 2012 where he says, I am convinced that there are only two types of companies, those who have been hacked and those that will be. What does that mean for you and me? You know, a study was carried out in Kenya where the least amount that is spent on cybersecurity by SACCOs is $1,000, which is 100,000 shillings.
That is so little.
How much do we spend on ourselves? And Robert Mueller, who before he became the special counsel to the DOJ, he was the former deputy director of FBI, an intelligence unit. For him to come out and boldly say that, where do we stand? So today is to enlighten us on the dangers we face, how to protect ourselves, and how we can be cyber resilient.
Yeah. All right.
So do I have the floor?
Yes, you have the floor.
Okay.
This is your camera.
Okay. I would need if someone could help me with the mic so I could use my two hands.
All right. We can get an assistant. A wiki day, where are you at? My co-hosts. Na hauchelewi bana, ulivaa hiyo t-shirt immediately. Just, yeah. He needs help in capturing your voice.
Okay, first things first. When you see this in public, don't be scared. It's usually used by good hackers and sometimes bad hackers.
Yeah.
But you need to be careful when it is out there. Nowadays, it takes 6 seconds to hack your PC.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
That is even faster than I can, load whatever I'm loading on my computer.
Exactly. And to back that up, people need to understand that just like we have jobs and we have KPIs, hackers have KPIs as well. And
what could those possibly be?
For example,
like I have a target that I need to steal from somebody or,
Exactly. So now hackers understand the strength in groups.
Okay.
So you asked the question before, why would someone start to hack me?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to be doing in the next few minutes is showing us how unsafe we are on the internet, and we need to take steps. 3 years ago, it was so bad that there had to be a cleanup in the whole economy. But Kenya right now is leading in terms of cybersecurity across the region, and that's a good job.
Yeah.
So I want to believe everyone can see my screen.
Can we all see? I believe so. I believe so. I'm being told by my director, yes.
All right. So I want to start with Googling, right? Some people think the word hacker, the first thing you see is a hoodie, It's not necessarily that. Like I said, if it takes you 10 hours to do something and it takes me 2 minutes to do it, I hacked the job.
Yeah, you did.
Now, when you use Google, what do you use Google for? For example, now it's December is coming. Even though it doesn't feel like December is coming, people are looking on Quora or they're looking on TripAdvisor to go to Yanni or wherever.
Yeah.
And it would take them hours. A hacker in this case would make a script that will collect the best deals from Google, the best deals from Yahoo, the best deals from Bing, and he's able to see in less than 2 minutes, he's able to see which tourism reseller gives him the lowest price. While you've stayed 2 hours with it could be like you have only 10,000 shillings, but you're budgeting for
I know.
So what I'm trying to highlight is the way we Google as normal human beings is different from the way hackers do.
Okay.
It doesn't make them less human or more human, but they found a way to tackle certain problems. For example,
This I would love to see.
Now, let's say I want to find every site in Kenya or hosted on the .ke domain.
Yeah.
That is a file type PDF or doc, like Word document.
Word document,
that
yeah.
has confidential in it.
Okay.
Now, what does it give me? For those who can see clearly, it's able to actually give you quite some confidential information.
Oh, wow.
Now, I would not want to go further on this because there's so much more we can show you on this. Now, a lot of people...
And that was just a simple
search, right? You know...
They only need to know what to type.
Exactly.
What to look for.
Exactly. Yeah. You're back. All right. So let's say I'm really interested. A lot of people say, oh, my data is leaked. It was leaked. Oh, someone hacked my phone.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how did they really hack your phone, or you didn't perform due diligence, you know? So now I'm going to put this command, and what this command is saying is get on all sites in Kenya, just to ensure that it is proper.
It's sites.ke.
Sites.ke.
Yeah.
Give me file types document or PDF with the word curriculum vitae in it.
Yeah.
Now, if you were a normal person, you won't find this information.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling Google to do is that go to servers that have been hosted before, hosted today. Give me information of people who have stored it in the server, but didn't store it securely. So when I hit enter, what do I have? I'm able to see a group of people from different universities. I'm able to see
their CVs.
You can see that as well. And what is in a CV?
All their personal details.
The numbers.
Yeah.
Where I live.
Phone numbers.
It means I could take a loan on behalf of someone. Or it means I could go to River Road and prepare, an ID card for 500 shillings. Not that I know how to do it, I heard,
Yeah.
So when someone says, oh, I have been hacked, have you really done an assessment on yourself? Now.
But how do you do your due diligence? How, like, most of us save our CVs on, on mail, so that whenever someone calls you, you're like, oh, I have it on mail. Let me send it to you. Let me forward it to you. So how do we ensure that that is safe?
So we are coming to an age, and the government is really doing good at it, where we have what we call a Data Protection Act.
Okay.
And this, because you can't really explain how how Western countries are able to make money off our data.
Yeah.
So the government is actually right now coming up with a data commissioner, where Kenya has its own office on how data is used in Kenya by foreign people and by local companies as well.
Okay.
So we'll get to that, and that's one of the reasons we will get to that, and we will talk immensely on that.
Yeah.
For the guys online, I'm really looking forward to your question.
Yeah.
So site KE, okay, I'm pasting something new now. All right. Now at this point, we are just Googling, and this is public information that is available. And what did I type? I told Google, give me every domain that is a .com.
Yeah.
And they have exposed, or they have coded or hard coded their database password into their projects.
What does that mean before we even do?
What that means is, for example, if there was a bank who hired developers, and the developers had like a GitHub is where a lot of coders save their code.
Yeah.
And the bank outsourced this job to them.
Yeah.
If they have saved their passwords in their repositories, in this case, or on their servers, Google is giving me this.
Oh, okay.
Now, it looks so simple, but this was the reason a big fintech company got compromised in the US last year.
Oh.
As simple as this. As you see, I'm not wearing a hoodie.
A hoodie. You just typed in something. So in seconds, actually.
Now, a lot of people will say, is this ethical? This is public information, you know. When we leave this building and we see, you know, a Rolls Royce on the road, do we criticize it? It's just out there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And it's not like I am exposing this. I'm actually showing that this is public and this has been used, you know.
And this is information that someone can get so easily.
Exactly. Remember I said hackers have KPI.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm doing this now, someone has done it 3 years ago, you know. And this is where we have shadow IT, where you are not the only one maintaining your system. Someone else is maintaining that for you as well.
So you have double protection.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, or in this case, you have double compromise, where you're monitoring your system and others are monitoring for you.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite series that you pay for every time?
Billions.
Billions. Let's see if we can do it. You watch that on Netflix?
Netflix, yes, there's another site called Flixify. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell Google, you know, when you go to Flexify, you click.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell Google, take me just directly to, I just want the link where I watch live and I'm done, eat my pizza, and I'm gone. So what we do now is, I'm going to say entitle. Right? I'm going to tell Google, index off. So if there's any server saving billions, right? Season 01, I hope that's how it's put.
Yeah.
Give it to me. And voila.
Voila.
We have billions right here. You know?
Oh.
Now, what is it you want to learn? A lot of people feel they need to go to school, they need to do PhDs, they need to do degrees. You know, what is it you want to learn? You know, that you think you need to go to school for. Let's see if we can get it for free.
How to become a better videographer or in TV production. Yeah.
All right. So, 1 second. Can I see the screen? Let me see. So I'm gonna ask Google. Go to .com websites. Can give me file type. Is that PDF or a PPT?
PPT is a PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yeah, for those of you who might be wondering what that is.
Or MP4 on what do we call videographic courses? Let's see if Google gives us that. And here we go. We have PPTs, we have videos, MP4s, we have other documents on how to be a better videographer.
So wait, what I'm seeing here is courses that probably are in universities, websites that probably are paid that I can access for free.
You will get a mix of both. But you can also...
And I don't have to pay for it since I hacked into it. You can also
fine-tune this search to see for free. Let's see who is offering for free. Okay, not much. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we still have a couple of people who are offering for free as well. So at this point, I'm still not wearing a hoodie. I'm just Googling. You know what it would take people to travel over to Europe or to Sweden or South Africa to go shoot. I literally just Googled. And this is called hacking, you know. Now, we're going to take it up a notch.
Okay.
And let's see if we can hack.
Ooh. Okay. Do I want to be hacked? Which platform are you hacking? Oh, are you hacking my phone or what are you hacking?
We're going to check you on Twitter.
All right. Twitter is okay. Twitter is fine.
Everything you have done.
Yeah, I am seeing my director is really waiting for this hack to happen.
Yeah. So, but first, before we even get to Twitter, I wanted to introduce you guys now to hacking tools where I believe you would have fun with this. And it's called Shodan. Now, Shodan scans the internet for public IPs hosted. And with more than 10 billion devices on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find things? How do you find now in the days of IoT, we have people's fridges on the internet. We have people's TVs on the internet.
Yeah.
But let's see what we can find, right?
The search engine for everything.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find, we can say hi to some people who are still sleeping in the other side of the world. And what am I asking Shodan to give me? Now that you've scanned the whole internet, give me, cameras of people or cameras publicly exposed on the internet.
No way.
Did you just see someone sleeping?
No way. This is live.
We can go in and actually shift the camera if you want, but
Oh my God.
But now that is where the unethical part comes in. Now, what am I doing here is to expose such. These are people who are innocently having their time, but they have not taken steps. So when someone here today reports that I have been hacked, did you do your due diligence? And that's the reason we're having this kind of conversations, right? Now, you would think
I am shook.
You would think when people say, "Oh, cybersecurity is it's easy," Let's see how many people have devices on the internet where the password is 1234. We have 11,000 of them. And what does this mean? For each device, when I click on these 11,000 devices and the password, actually you can see this one, the name is admin and the password is 1234. What does this mean? Then I could access that system.
Yeah.
That's what it means. You see, so we are going on having this cybersecurity awareness month. It's not a day's thing. It's a month thing to keep reminding people this is safe. And that's why the South Korean government actually made it compulsory. They hire their own hackers to hack their own people so that at the end of the day, they get a report and see their due diligence and they take care of it.
Yeah.
So that is where it has gotten to. So now, back to you.
Back to me.
Yes. So,
what are you guys going to see? Okay.
What is your Twitter handle?
@Jos_Ndungu.
Okay. At this point, I have not popped a green screen yet. So now, these are free services online. Now, you want to ask, how does Google make money out of my data? I will show you. So could you spell your Twitter username?
JOSNDUNGU.
And because today I'm your stalker, I'm going to send to my email. So what am I telling this website? And this is free, by the way. I said, I'm stalking my presenter today, and I want you to give me a dossier of everything she's tweeted, the first tweet, who she follows, what she likes. Maybe I want to surprise her on a date.
Yeah.
So now, I just give it time,
to do its thing.
And it's in less than 2 minutes, we should have a report of every single thing you have tweeted.
So is this how news agencies or journalists find data on people who, like public figures, in a matter of seconds, even things that they thought they had erased from their histories?
So there's what we call investigative journalism.
Yeah. Besides that, yeah.
Yeah, where journalists right now are looking into cybersecurity, open source intelligence. This is open source intelligence. I've not paid for it, and it's open source.
Yeah.
Where I'm able to get intelligence about you that you don't even know about yourself, or you might have forgotten about yourself. So we're just gonna give this, probably the next 30 seconds. Meanwhile, as this is coming through, if there are any questions, I could take one.
Are there any questions? Let me get my phone. Guys, I told you today's show is heavy on entertainment and everything you guys need to know about your security when you're online. Let me look at the comments. Diana is saying Team Protect shining in the month of cyber security. Big up, Shalom.
Thank you, Diana.
Micah Seka is saying he's tuned in. Beatrice is saying heard of hackers buying cloud servers to build up speed to storm other IPs. How does that work?
Ooh, okay. I would now everything is going cloud. The internet was built for connectivity, and security was an afterthought.
Yeah.
But now you ask, why did Jeff Bezos all of a sudden get rich on providing AWS? One, they do a good job at that.
Yeah.
If it costs me $5,000 every month to manage my core servers, and I can literally host it online for $100 per month, and they take care of the cost, electricity, AC, cooling, in some cases, security.
Yeah.
That is a good investment.
That's a very good investment, yeah.
Hackers see that as a good investment. When hackers compromise Fortune 500 organizations that have billions, they simply use tools like this $25 tool right here, and a laptop like this.
And a laptop, yeah.
So that is why hackers are turning to cloud. And another thing is the flexibility and its ability to it's rapid. Where if I was attacking you from US, but I'm literally your neighbor, and you report it, even before you report it, I can spin up another server and attack you, spin up another and attack you, spin up another attack you. So you don't know where the attack is coming from.
So they're using VPNs for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
In this case, VPS, virtual private servers.
Okay.
Where what black hats do is that they go on the deep web, they buy people's credit cards and register those servers, with their details.
With those details, yeah.
If they were ever to be traced by the FBI, NSA, it points back to the person's card that was stolen.
And you can't tell them, no, I'm not the one who did this, because that's your card that's reading on their servers. Yeah. Ian has a question. Can you join someone's camera when they are live? Like what we are doing right now?
All right. Thank you for that question, Ian. You just reminded me. Between February when COVID hit to now, there's a lot of what we've been having Zoom bombings in this case. Why did they call it Zoom bombings? Because Zoom, is the most flexible video conferencing apps. But you see, Zoom focused more on connectivity and user experience. They did a very good job, but security was an afterthought.
Yeah.
They did a very good job in the user, and that's why even there was a story where the head of product management who developed Microsoft Teams, his son, like a 3-year-old son, was like, "Daddy, when I join in Zoom." If your 3-year-old son knows Zoom,
then it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job because it just hits all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Zoom, there was an exploit in Zoom where hackers could hijack a session, and the nastiness of what could happen after was bad.
Like we are having a meeting and someone just hacks into the system and tap their own things.
Yes. So around February, March, when private organizations moved to online schooling, and they were having a lot of Zoom sessions, they failed to secure the Zoom classes. What happened is there was a malicious script, an automated script, that if they find your room, your virtual room, not secured properly, they penetrate and they exploit it. And in certain cases, kids were exposed to pornographic material.
Oh, God.
That scarred them. This happened in Kenya as well.
And it scars them for life. They can't undo that act,
Then there were also cases in the US where there were KKK videos. So when they take over your Zoom session, you see KKK videos. So there was hate, there was nasty things going on. So even churches in Kenya, when they were holding their masses, it was bad. So this is where we came in swiftly. Actually, they reached out to us, because we reached out to them some time back, and then they were like, "Yo, this is really bad.
It's getting worse by the day."
If you guys were keen, one of the heads of state 2 months ago his Zoom was hijacked, but the team was swift enough to take that issue out. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Ian, I hope your question has been answered. Are we ready here?
All right.
Oh, there I am.
Yes, this is you, and you could tell us you created this account
in 2011.
2011, right? And your Twitter ID, unique ID, is that number.
Yeah.
Your location is in Nairobi, and you are Team Jesus. Yay! Now, client applications. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You use the Twitter web app, and you've used it 80 times. 32% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You use it on your phone over 167 times. That's 66.8% of time.
Oh my goodness.
And you've tweeted from your Instagram 2 times, 0.8. So this gives you a statistic. Imagine now performing a statistic on the whole of Kenya. I'm able to tell, what do Kenyans love? What do they tweet from? So if I'm able to see, oh, you tweet from your web app and not your Android,
and
why? Why make, you see, this gives people like Elon Musk or Amazon, do I make something that will make them want to tweet from one thing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this kind of data. Now we're able to also see hashtags, all your hashtags, people who've mentioned you, what you like, you know. So in this case, sticking to our story, I'm still stalking you.
Yeah.
So I have to find out what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's your metadata, and metadata comes in when you take a picture of yourself, let's say in this room, and your location is on. Your location functionality has the ability to write into your image that you took a picture from. So what hackers do in this case, if let's say they were stalking you, they would download your image and sift the image for metadata. What type of phone is it? What type of camera is it? What location it is? And that's why cybersecurity starts with you. When you don't go posting your location everywhere, you know, and we could see. Actually, I'm going to show much more on that as well. We're able to see, now if we go down, we're able to see every single tweet, and it's quite long though.
Oh my God, yeah, that's pretty much.
You know, but anyway, you guys get the gist. This is a summary of every single thing you have done on Twitter. Now, moving forward, and this was just a report I got in less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I know what the person likes, you know. And I'll come to this later.
So what we normally do on Twitter, on Instagram, that you've taken a selfie, and there's that part where it shows you click location. That's dangerous.
It can be dangerous.
It can be dangerous.
Because we have had situations of, not in Kenya, but in the US, of pedophiles who stalked children.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's not wise, especially when you're in the political scene.
Yeah.
It's not wise at all.
Yeah.
Because people are able to predict your next moment, where you'll be on Sunday, where you'll be on Wednesday.
Yeah, your security is compromised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are the little steps we take. You know, security is not everyone's job, but it's everyone's responsibility.
It's everyone's responsibility. Guys, I hope you're learning something, as I am, and getting shocked at the same time at how easy it is to get someone's data, yani, within a click, and you have everyone's personal information everywhere, you know, at a click of a button. This is getting serious. So please take extra caution, do your due diligence when you're using any smart device. And even the devices that are in the house, your fridge, your smart TV, your Android box, Apple boxes, all these things, yeah? They can lead to a lot of compromise. All right.
I still have more for you. I want you guys, do you guys believe that when you leave your house, and let's say you have Wi-Fi at home, and you leave your device, your Wi-Fi capability on, do you guys believe that a hacker can actually compromise that and force your phone or your laptop to connect to him without you knowing?
Up until 2 weeks ago, I didn't know that was actually possible.
All right.
I was telling our previous panelists like 2 weeks ago. I am so guilty of walking into, like I'll get into a cafe when I want to walk outside the house, and I'm there asking, so what's your password? And immediately, typing away whatever I need and accessing bank information, making transactions, not thinking that it could be, dangerous to my, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to start by this. For it to be visible for everyone to see, we're going to be playing a scenario where I would be the hacker and at the same time be the victim. Now, I have made a fake network with a hotspot where we are simulating a scenario where you went to a coffee shop, your favorite coffee shop, and you innocently connected.
Yeah.
And
like I always do. Yanni.
And you decide to do your mobile banking, you decide to do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how that goes. Right.
Keep your comments coming. We can see them. Keep them coming. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in, who is tuning in as we continue learning more about cybersecurity. Thank you for your comments, Mediatrix Sophie. I didn't read your comment. I saw you. Big up Ramazan and nimependa that interview. Thank you very much, Mediatrix Sophie. I hope I've read your name right. I can see you. Call me Naf, Nakuona, Frank Cassini. Thank you so much for joining. Mika Seka, I think I read your comment as well. Tuned in. Thank you very much. Diana is saying, Shalom is a mentor to young people in cybersecurity. He's very passionate and knowledgeable in his work. Yes, we actually see the passion in everything that he's doing. He's doing an awesome job.
I'm going to have my colleague send me an email.
Yeah.
And we are going to escalate things from there.
Okay.
He's going to send me an email telling me, and let's use this scenario where he's gone through my Twitter, like I went through your Twitter,
yeah.
and he sees I am a sucker for freedom rights.
Yeah.
Someone wants me to read their report online, so they intentionally sent me, but we're going to stick to the program. So where was that? You sent? Okay. To my Gmail? Yes. So I'm going to be displaying. Is it okay if I switch to like one X? Is this okay? Sorry.
Don't mind the noise, people. Don't mind the noise.
All right. So this gives me a view.
Okay.
So here's my colleague Kenneth.
Yeah.
But in this case, it could be a hacker impersonating Kenneth, saying, "We appreciate your work on Twitter. Kindly help us fill this petition form." Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click on this petition form. And now this is a very subtle way of actually hacking. Sometimes hackers don't do due diligence.
Yeah.
But in this case, what you will see is, first of all, look at the link. Does it look suspicious? It's reading an IP address.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis, it should be
domain.
like a Google form or something. Now, there's a petition signatory form. And the next thing I put there was just for jokes, you know. We wanted to have this session where one of you guys actually, but nobody wanted to sign up. One of you
They were
guys
scared. They were scared.
click on it, you know, and we're like, why are you running? So now I have clicked on this link, and I am like, yes, I'm a sucker for petitions, you know. Like in Nigeria, end the SARS movement, you know. In Kenya, you know what men are fighting for. So I'm going to fill my name, you know, Shalom, you know, and all that. And what Ken, in this case, now I'll be acting as Ken. What happened in the background is Ken has access to my browser.
By the fact that you just clicked on it.
That. Now I am busy filling in the link. You know. Now Ken is able to tell what capabilities my browser has. He's able to see, do I have VBS script on it? Now, if I have VBS script, he's able to do a lot of damage.
What is a VBS script?
A VBS script is like a script that can help you perform more functionalities that would involve using or that would improve the performance.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Ken, as a hacker, is able to tell, you know, what browser engine am I using? And I'm using Gecko. I'm also using Firefox. He's able to also tell what version is running, right? He's able to also see what my hardware is.
I can see he can also tell what computer you're using.
Exactly. He's also able to tell what IP I'm coming from, you know. Now, all this information, and in my mind, you know, I'm still saying, you know, Amadla, freedom,
I know.
feeling it. So what
you know you're filing a petition for,
you know,
a just cause.
Exactly. And this is where social engineering comes in. And this is what we call phishing. Phishing is when someone impersonates another person for financial gain, or, you know, for, you know, they want to get information. Data is the new oil. So let's say he's read a lot about me and he wants to, you know, do things to me. For example, let's say now I'm Ken, the hacker. Now, as I am busy filling my form, let's say in a cafe or at home, Ken can do this to me. And I am supposed to see something below. There is somewhere where I'm going to hit execute. I think the screen is on full. Let me see if I could reduce the screen so that I'll be able to see execute. That way.
Guys, I hope you can see how important it is to do your due diligence when you're online, not joining Wi-Fi, any Wi-Fi that you find along your way. Maybe you're in a matatu, you've decided to join that Wi-Fi. Take caution, guys, take caution.
Just so executes down there. Okay, I'm not able to see it from my screen, but I know it's there.
It's supposed to be down.
Yeah, you know where that button is. Is it possible to like make the zoom, you know, such a way that I'm able to see the whole screen? Oh, okay. All right. If that is not possible, what I'll do is this mirror. Okay, awesome. So now, Ken as a hacker is going to hit execute here. And now I am busy filling my petition form. What do I see? Oh, my Facebook timed out. Oh my God. I was talking with Obama. Okay, I'm going to put my password, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very secure. And, you know, I log in. Meanwhile, we go. Amandla, you know, we still go. Now, what does Ken have? When we go to the logs of this, Ken is able to see my keystrokes, and he's able to see
he can access your password.
Yes.
All right.
So if you click, you see line event 409 where it says user type SHALOM.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It knows when I typed SHALOM, and you see it's able to tell me the password I had put in.
Oh wow.
This was just from clicking a link. Now, and more things can happen. Also using that itself, not just Facebook, and this is the worst of the worst. When you click on Windows and it hits execute, what do I see from my end? I said, oh, I'm in the office and my my laptop is telling me to sign in again. So I put my company email, ONYIBE at .com, and I put my also very, very secure password, and I say, oh yeah, remember my credentials next time, please. And I hit enter. What does Ken see in this case? He's able to also see where I had put in my names from here, and he's also able to see my password as well. This was all from a benign thing. At this point, so simple, so easy, And this is where we tell people, trust but verify. Everything you receive, when you receive a call from someone saying they are a money agent, or you receive a call from someone saying, oh, we are from this part of your family, trust but verify. Find ways to verify. Do not get excited like these things coming. Remember we said hackers have KPIs, and they will want to use your emotional psyche to get to you. So there's a lot we can do. A friend of mine made a very special request to me to do this. And you can also still keep the questions coming as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see whether there are questions. Oh, Ian is asking, if Google can give me the movie I want to watch, why pay for Netflix?
Well, it's a cybercrime. Simple and short.
Cybercrime.
It's to copies, parental copies. Yeah.
How dangerous is that? Can you be busted for that?
Yes, actually. In the US, just like I know a lot of people do this. So this I am showing is not.
I know here in Kenya everyone just pirates.
But in US, the moment you pirate, actually you have people knocking on your door. It's quite serious.
Yeah.
So my friend made a special request, and what I did from here is she told me to play this. So what Ken did in this case is on his beef control panel, he changed what I was doing and he played a YouTube video. So this actually gives me the ability to change what the person sees or what the person types. If there is enough time, I will show you how to even, how people's login sessions are actually compromised when they're logging into their bank accounts and other things. But at least with the little I've shown today, it hits home.
It hits home. But
Yeah.
How exactly can that happen? Like when you are busy signing the petition, or
Exactly.
when you're busy working in the office, a link pops up on your screen, and then that's what Ken was able to do just from that link that you clicked.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So you have to mind what you click.
Yeah.
And this is where we have security awareness sessions where we on sometimes we use this through software programs where we're able to assess employees, as well as they also see their report as well, whether they are doing well or they need to improve. Like I said, hackers have KPIs. So who do they target? Finance people. You can send a finance person, kindly find this invoice. We had not paid it last time. They're like, oh, my books needs to be correct. Boom, boom, boom. You have his credentials, you have his emails, you have his Facebook.
Since he's a finance guy, that's how your whole company is working.
So in less than 10 minutes, you have everything. So hacking has become so simple that even 10-year-olds now can do it. And when you ask why should we learn how to hack, if it gets to a point where at this point, I have not logged in into any offensive security operating system. It's just Googling, literally, and we're able to get people's personal details. Imagine what hackers do at a nation state level.
And they're always on their computer, so they know what to touch.
Exactly.
And where to gain. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's also something I have for you guys. Let's see. We have about 9 people in this room. I want to ask, does any of this look like anybody's home? If you see your home Wi-Fi, let me know. Or your school Wi-Fi, or your church Wi-Fi, or where
I saw Black Boy.
Black Boy is here, right?
Yeah, Black Boy.
Or do you have another location?
2 of them. Can anyone else see their location?
Okay, I see someone UON Wi-Fi. Does someone here go to UON? Oh, we have someone who goes to UON. Okay. All right. So what am I trying to do? What am I trying to show you? The person in this studio who goes to UON, I'm actually able to tell that they go to UON. I'm able to know where they probably would be next Wednesday. Privacy. And this leads me to wiggle.net. Wiggle.net. Now, if something is free, you're the product. Wiggle.net is just like I showed you Shodan for internet devices.
Yeah.
Wiggle has made a map for Wi-Fi routers. So this is Nairobi. Now the question you should ask: whose house can I find their Wi-Fi name? If I'm able to tell someone in this studio goes to UON, maybe I could look for a very, very important person in Kenya. Let's say I wanted to target them.
Yeah.
And I know they live somewhere in Runda or somewhere in Karen. I can literally go and zoom in into this map where they live and actually know their Wi-Fi name. And let's say we continue the stalking story.
Yeah.
I can literally follow them to the mall. And just like I was able to tell someone here goes to UON,
Yeah.
I could actually force that person's phone to connect to me. How we do that is on another episode. All right. But there's a YouTube video on that already, which I will share with you. Okay. All right. I'm still open for more questions if you guys want to shoot as well.
Let me check. But guys, I hope you have seen the importance of doing your due diligence when you are online. Anyone, anywhere can access your information. I had read Ian's question. Beatrice is asking, when one buys a domain name, you start to receive marketing emails from interested companies or people wanting to develop the website for you. How do they know that I've just purchased a domain?
So what we have is cookies, not biscuits in this case. Cookies is the technological term of storing your browser information, what makes you. When the web came out, it was stateless, such that if I logged into Facebook now, literally in the next 2 seconds, I have to put in my password again. So cookies came as a form of, this is my authentication mechanism. But now in the age of where data is the new oil, cookies act as things. I'll put it this way: your cookie is not the same as his cookie. Any other person, what you like on the internet is not the same. So that information is stored in your cookie. So if you went to go browse on domain names, Google, Facebook have subscribed to third-party applications where they get this information for them. And, because of this, they pay Google like a small amount of money for Google to, using the data they have about us, they're able to know people who are interested in certain products.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I hope that answers your question. Beatrice Patricia Mika is asking, is it possible to trace a hacker and arrest him or her after breaching any system?
Yes, it's very possible. Very, very possible. At Protect, we specialize in cyber deception. But in Nairobi, the lot of cases we have is someone is cheating on me, so they install a malicious phone, a malicious software. So I know it's him, but I don't have evidence. We would suggest that you take this up with the nearest DCI office. They have capable guys who can tackle the situation. For companies, in the age of it's a cyber war.
Yeah.
You know, in the age of cyber war, just like Sun Tzu says in his book, know your enemy and know yourself, and you win 1,000 battles. If you're at the point where you don't know your enemy and you don't even know yourself, you know, where do you stand? So we do this as a form of service, cyber deception, in so many ways possible, where we frustrate the hacker till they make a mistake, and you know, we take legal action. That is, if the company wants to take legal action on that.
Okay. I hope that answers your question, Mika. Rebecca is saying, wow, don't I feel unsafe? Me too, Becky. Me too. I feel very unsafe. Michael is asking if all this information about us is already out there on social media, workplaces, can we even be able to be cyber secure?
I think this is what this is a bridge to my next topic. We are no longer in the age of being cyber secure. We are in the age of being cyber resilient, where Robert Muller's quote that says, "I am convinced there are only two types of organizations: those who have been hacked and those who will be." It shifts the focus from cybersecurity to cyber resilience. And our logo is cyber resilience, is our business at Protect. You know, your favorite racing company is our customer, you know, from a group level. Your favorite cooking spice in Kenya is our customer, you know, and over the years, you know, we have shown them things that they would have paid a lot of money for, you know. So cyber resilience comes from a perspective where we look at our risks as an organization. We look at what data is catastrophic if it was to leak out to the public today. You know, we look at if our database was compromised, what would that mean to our stock value? You know, so this is where you need to bring in the C-level guys. You need to bring in the legal team. You need to also bring in your IT team and your users. Have a form of risk structure where we say these are our riskiest areas. And cyber resilience is, even when I get hit, I know what next to do in the next 0.1 seconds. So it's very, very we are in the age of cyber resilience, where are you able to identify all assets you have? You know, are you able to protect them? Are you able to also detect when you're being attacked? Like, you're here having fun in the studio, but someone is stalking you. Are you able to actually detect when that is happening? You know, and are you able to respond when you're being attacked? You know, financial institutions have more than thousands of attacks on a daily basis, you know, and that's one of the reasons companies like Safaricom started a bug bounty, because they knew they could not keep up. So they needed actually the support of the community, and they are doing a fantastic job. And we also wish more companies could actually go into bug bounties as well. And lastly, are you able to recover? Cyber resilience, when you get hit, are you able to recover? So we look at it from that perspective, and we help organizations start from the basics to reach a desired level.
Wow, that was a heavy conversation. Wow, I don't know. I feel unsafe. I feel
no. Okay.
I feel scared at the same time, but at the same time, I think I feel empowered to know what risks that are out there. You know, when I do one thing or another on the internet, and I'm very hopeful that this conversation is gonna continue. But before I let you go, we have one last question for the guys that help people in retrieving hacked accounts. Is it ethical for them to do so, having in mind they can still help you in hacking the person who hacked your account?
So the question is, who do you go to meet? Do you go to meet the DCR, the authorities, or do you go meet your friends? I would pose that question. Who do you go to meet? It's very easy. Ethics is what guides us in this industry. Kenya is experiencing a lot of insider threats. A mentor of mine who, God bless his soul, I lost him during the Dusit attack. He told me of a story where he was shipped down to Tanzania to go do investigations. And it got so bad that he literally had to hide in the bathroom for more than 18 hours so that guys go. Now, who was committing the fraud? The whole IT team in the bank was committing the fraud. Now they had made up their mind to kill him that day. And everything was set. So it was like a money heist moment where literally he got in the toilet, he did his investigations, was able to connect where as he was leaving the bank, car back to Nairobi, like straight. We are also seeing where hackers are now bribing employees because these cashiers get to transact a lot of money.
Yeah.
All you need is some USB, like when I said you could be hacked in 6 seconds, all you need is a USB flash. And this USB flash acts like your keyboard. And when you plug it into your computer, your antivirus would read it as, oh, it's a keyboard, so no bother. But hackers have gotten smart that they know antiviruses will leave that away. So when they plug it in, automatically your computer identifies it as a keyboard or mouse. But in 6 seconds, boom, they have a reverse connection into your environment. Now, I know some of you viewers might feel scared. I know it might feel, oh God, so what am I doing? Do we go back to the Stone Ages?
Exactly, that's my next worry. Like, do I even continue transacting online? Do I, it's crazy.
First things first is you are here, and we commend you for coming here, taking your time to listen on how to be secure. And now you can take this information to your family members. Second thing is you take steps. Those accounts that you have not put two-factor authentication on your cloud accounts, your Twitter accounts, your Instagram, ensure two-factor authentication is put on those accounts. Where when you log in with your username and password, there should be another verification to say, okay, confirm this is you. Take steps, sensitize people, and you'll be shocked how far you can go. I also have tips for the organizations who are listening to us today, but I'll leave that for the end.
Yeah, maybe we can have that in another session. Because the time is far gone. I can see time is far gone. But wow, we really, really, really appreciate the information that you have come with.
Thank you.
Not to scare you guys, as Shalom has said, it's not to scare you. It's not to scare you, but you need to be aware of the dangers that are out there so that you're able to protect yourself. If you don't know what is out there, you don't know how to protect yourself. So that's just it. That's just the way it is. And since the internet is not going anywhere, you might as well just get schooled on some of these things. Thank you so much, Shalom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your patience. I know we have kept you here for too long, but thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for even the work that you're doing in letting us be aware of all these things that are happening in the world of the internet and cybersecurity as well.
Thank you
very much. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Okay, guys, I think this is where we come to a close. I hope you have learned. You have learned, and beyond learning, you have gotten entertained. Like I told you guys, today's show was heavy. Today's show was, tulikuwa na wazito, as you guys saw. We had DELA CREME, we had JUA CALI gracing us. We had Rama with his amazing spoken word. And I really, really hope that you have enjoyed every moment of this show. please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to follow us on all our social media handles. I need to have my co-host. Where's my co-host? A wiki day. Siwezi maliza hii show bila wewe hapa.
Wacha hata nikae mara moja. Nisikie poa.
Yani, you didn't waste time on this t-shirt. It looks so good.
Shout out to Creme de la Creme.
Escolife. You're rocking Escolife.
Definitely.
Yeah, so if you guys need to get your t-shirts, you can always link up to Escolife. You'll find them on Instagram and talk to the team, and I'm sure they'll deliver it to you. They are amazing. The quality is super, super, super.
Deadly sound.
Tuliambiwa hii ni from Michelangelo collection.
Mike?
Michelangelo. You wouldn't know who that is.
Michelangelo.
Do your research. But we need to wrap up the show, man. We need to wrap up the show. Yeah. We are terribly sorry that we started late, but I am so sure that you guys have had an amazing time as we have. Yeah. Hata mimi.
We are not secure, actually.
So you need to be cyber resilient.
Yes.
You need to be cyber resilient.
Yes.
Hiki tu haiendi pahali. Internet haiendi pahali. So
haiendi pahali.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. Thank you so much. Black Boy Band. Huyu jamaa.
Last man standing.
Last man standing.
Last
We are the
man
rest.
standing.
We are the rest. Uko sawa? Unajua pia kufinya hizi vitu si rahisi.
Si rahisi.
So big up yani, si ndio?
Yeah.
Nakuja vizuri sana. Josephine.
Yeah.
Tufanye aje sasa? Tuifunge.
Let's wrap this up.
This is how we do it, man. We are always live on YouTube at E_Square TV each and every Saturday from 2 p.m.
to 4 p.m.
to 4 p.m. But we are very
except
sorry.
on some days like today.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. They call me one of the best, number one MC, the S to the I to the E, Mr. You better act like you know. If you don't know, nah, you know, MC Awikide is my name.
Hey, nitaweza na hiyo wrap up, man. You have cleaned the floor.
And by the way, before I forget, next week we'll be doing mic check freestyle rap battle. I hope by today or tomorrow the poster will be out and we'll do an amazing thing. But we are very sorry for Cypher. It did not happen.
Yeah.
We wanted it to be very different, but unfortunately, the guys didn't show up. So
but it will happen. It will happen soon. So
yeah.
you guys keep on the lookout for mic check, which is gonna happen this week.
Yeah.
And for Cypher, just keep an eye out. You might actually see a poster or something happening on our social media. So keep it locked there. So adios, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for your comments, for your feedback, for questions that you asked our experts. We totally appreciate it, and we do not take it for granted that you joined us. So, kwaherini.
Yes. Adios. Unasemaga adios. Ebu nifinye ile kitu. You know, I used to be a very good musician way back. Ebu nifinye kitu nisikie.
Tuonyeshe.
Kidogo tukimalazia. You know, muziki si ebu finya. Sijasema ufinye hivi azincheza. Cheza kidogo.
Sasa hujamwambia acheze nini?
Oh yeah, msanii anaweza imba anything. Oh yeah. Unafinya vitu za chao choch. Thank you so much, man.